What are you wearing?
A Canadian tuxedo.
Canadian.
I'm a hockey player. Let's go Blues.
Let's go Blues.
Let's go Blues.
To all you Blues fans, we're bleeding blue with you.
Let's go Blues. Let's go Blues. Let's go Blues.
Now please welcome to the ice for their pregame warm-up, presented by Scott Credit Union. Yours.
Blue Note fan report. Aloha, all my friends. Mahalo for joining me today. I am by myself for now. Justin will be joining us a little bit later. Teresa, if you're watching, we are thinking about you. She had some surgery today. I think it was, not major surgery, but it was some surgery. Justin went to see her. He should be back a little bit later. We'll wait for him. Look, guys, I understand emotions get high. I understand the way we see things. I get it. Just when you're in the group or just kind of bring it down a notch, right? It's something. It's a sport. We love it. We love for what it is. And that. And by the way, Aaron, happy belated birthday, buddy. We appreciate you a lot. We didn't do a show on Thursday. Thursday, I was supposed to get some teeth pulled, but they ended up not doing it. And I don't get into why and all that other stuff, but they moved it to late January, so no big deal. But hey, Aaron, happy birthday. We appreciate you. And we know you say, let's go Blues. Stamkos had to, wow, man. Yeah, he had a resurgence in, it's like he went down 18 people. What the hell? Hello, 18 people. 15 on the Blue Note fan report on YouTube. Hello, YouTube. Hey, YouTube, say hi. Say hi, YouTube. Hi. Wow, man. 15 on YouTube. Give yourself an applause. The most we've had in a long time. And it just dropped to like a rock. But hey, at least we tried. At least we tried there, right? Hey Matt Lowe, how you doing, buddy? We'll get into this game in a second. Oh, you crazy bastard. Hey, you know what? I enjoy if we get people watching, I enjoy it. I know I enjoy doing the show. I really, really do. There are days it is very, very hard for me to do the show. I deal with mental health issues. There are times I just do not want to do this because when I come on this show, you got to see this guy, right? You got to see Robin Williams. You can't see the guy behind the curtain, right? You can't see the wizard. And that's not easy to do all the time. Don't forget, put them thumbs in the air like Aaron Nails did. Because we appreciate you. If you do it on YouTube, we can't see your name, but we really, really, really appreciate it on YouTube. Right? Help us out. I appreciate that, Aaron. I really, really appreciate that. Thank you, sir. Thank you. I do the best I can. Today's game is an ESPN Plus game. That means there is no pregame show. We're it. Right? So we'll get into that. The Blues are taking on the hated, the dreaded, the nasty Chicago Blackhawks. They are 0-1 against the Blackhawks and got their asses handed to them at the beginning of the season. Goalies tonight should be Hofer against Knight. Knight is 10-6-5 with a 2.50 and a 916 save average. But those numbers for him are going down. Hofer is 4-6-2 with a 318 and an 890. His numbers are getting better. Well, I thank you for that, man. I really do. I thank you for that. I appreciate that. Look, I've been accused of being overly negative. Okay, you have to be sometimes. You can't just be the positive guy. You've got to be able to sit back and say things aren't going well. You got to be able to sit back and call, you know what, players aren't playing that good. 22, what the hell? Man, we might hit 25, 18 on 8. Wow, come on, get it. Bring people. Let us hit 25. I've never hit 25 watching at one time except for a draft show, but they all went away really, really quick. So keep coming. Give it to me. Give it to me. Give me that love. Give me that love. Give it to me. Give it to me. And then they all went away. I went down to 10 like that. Oh, my goodness. Oh, I'm back to the game. Game stuff. Oh, wow. We'll get into this here in a second. Connor Bedard is leading the Blackhawks with 42 points in 30 games. He has 19 goals, 23 assists. Bertuzzi is second with 26 points, and Nazar is third with 20 goals. First is Bedard, second Bertuzzi, third would be Burakovsky. For the Blues, Thomas is leading with 21 points in 28 games. Holloway is second with 17, and tied in third is Kyrou and Bushnavid at 16, but we all know that Kyrou is out. Leading in goals would be Neighbors with 8. Second would be Thomas and Suter, tied at 7. And I think I'm doing, actually, I got that all wrong. So goals, there's a 3-way tie for first. Neighbors, Holloway, and Kyrou all have 8. So I was wrong. Where are we at here? I don't care that you are negative guy. I appreciate that, Steven. Well, I'm not putting roses on a dog turd. Yep. I'm trying not to either. Man. Oh, that guy kind of, got my blood pumping there for a second, and then it went away. I mean, they all went away like that, so it might have been fake, but hey, it was nice seeing it for a bit, you know? It was nice seeing it. It really, really was. It might be people thinking that I'm actually going to show the game. You know I can't. And that's what gets me. People that would think, oh, you're going to show the game. You know I can't. Right? I mean, if I show the game, I'm going to be, I'm going to absolutely be, I'm going to be banned. I'm going to be kicked off YouTube, period. End of story. No coming back. Right? There's no coming back for that. And I'm not taking that chance. John Hepner, Stephen Glass, thank you. We'll get into some of the numbers. I mean, the Blackhawks, last 10. They are, and I'll get you in a second, 3-5-2. The Blues are 4-5-1. Wednesday, they beat the Rangers 3-0. And the Blues lost to Nashville on Thursday, 7-2. We all know, we saw that debacle. Good game for I hope so, man. It'd be nice to see one. I mean, it'd be nice. I'll tell you what. It just feels like they don't care about each other. It really does. I know some people think I'm wrong, but you know, it just really feels that way, right? It just really feels that way. The Blues will get 2 days off after this. They won't have a game until Monday when Nashville comes to town, so they get the weekend off. You know, they got to get something right, right? For the month of December so far, Blackhawks are 2-2-1. The Blues are 2-4-0. Blackhawks are 13-11-6 on the season with 32 points. Blues are 11-14-7 with 29 points. This is a big 4-point game. Hi, Sharon. How are you? You know, we love when you pop up and say that, even if you just for a moment. Come on, Sharon. We love it. You know, we think of I think of rolling every single day. Every single day. Right? Yeah, I love that quote too. The name on the front is a hell of a lot more important than the name on the back. I really, really like that. It's like they're stuck with system buy-in. I don't know about that. You aren't totally wrong. There are issues in the locker room. Hey, Lance, I'm by myself for a little while. You want to join me? You're welcome to. Oh, he did love the show, and he tried to watch. I know he worked nights, so he didn't get to watch, but he tried to watch, and he called me all the time. He loved the group that he formed. Well, I formed, but he ran more or less. He was Roland was a good friend. Roland was a good friend. When I had some breakdowns and some problems, he was there for me. All by myself. Yeah, I remember that song. Oh, who sang that? I'll think of it in a second. He sang. He had a couple of famous songs. I think he sang something in Dirty Dancing, and then he had another song. I can't think about it now. Justin is not MIA. His mom. I'm sure. I don't know if you missed him. He could be. He got on you sometimes, right? Oh, I know that. Are you? No, Mama, Boys to Men. I don't think so. No, there was the song was in All by My Eric Carmen. That's it, Eric Carmen. Thank you, Eric Carmen sang that. Yeah, All by Myself, Eric Carmen, and he had another song that was in Dirty Dancing, and he had one that was on the radio, and I can't remember the name of it. It parodied what was that? American Graffiti. Eric Carmen. Yep. Thank you, Lance. I appreciate it, man. Justin's mom had some surgery today. He might be along a little bit later. Andrea, I miss you. Wait, Andrea, when are you going to join me on a show? When are you going to come join me on a show? We got to get you on. I think me and Chris sang it better. Probably. Hughes to Minnesota. Did that happen? Wow. Yocker. Did that happen? Oh, I know. I want to come up there. Hungry Eyes. That was the one. Hungry Eyes was the one that was in Dirty Dancing, and he had another one that was kind of a hit. Let me see something. Let me try and get on NHL.com. Oilers trade Skinner for Yari because it was time. So Yari got. Oh wow, Oilers made that trade. I haven't seen anything on that other trade. It may not have been written up yet, but we'll see. You go to the Kraken games though, right? You go to the Kraken games, I think. Are you a season ticket holder for the Kraken games? And do you go to them, or you just sell them and just go when the Blues show up once a year or twice a year, depending? Scary says it's a done deal. Where did you hear that, Scary? Where did you hear that, bud? And I'm just asking, so I don't want to put something out there if I can't verify. Okay, Elliot Freeman is putting it out. Breaking, Quinn Hughes is being traded to Minnesota. It's Marco Rossi, Bellum, Oregon, and a first. Wow. That is from Elliot Freeman. I do. I'll send you a link here in a second on Facebook, Lance. Give me a second. I'm trying to do a couple of different things. We can do you without video, I think. Gotta find a Oh, hold on. I'm on the wrong one. Give me a second, Lance. I got to swap things around, and I'll send you a link, buddy. Got to swap them around and figure it out. I really want the Blues to do good. I really do. I want them to do good more than anything else. There we go. I sent it to you, Lance, on Facebook. There we go. Get the right one. I just seen that. Andrea goes to all the games. That's why we don't see her that much. So there's no cracking tonight. That's why she's watching the show with me. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Lance may be joining us here shortly. He'll just be audio, no video, but we're okay with that. I think you guys are too. I don't know that one, but Lance the Scott, Sharon Spinks, John Hefner, Stephen Glass, Aaron Nels. That one looks like a fake name, so I'm not going to go with that one. But hey, thank you for putting that love in the air. I appreciate it. Right? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? There it go. There. And we enjoy that you're watching the show with us today. We really, really do. I appreciate it. It makes me feel good to have some friends join me on this incredible journey of ours we call Blues hockey. Right? Right? Yeah, maybe. Kind of, sort of. Are you with me? Are you with me? Are you with me today? Are you with me today? I have no clue what I'm doing at the moment. Oh, I'm so weird. I'm so weird. I haven't done a show by myself in a while, but Justin, I know how to do a show by myself. It's just nice to when you get a little bit of help and view like that. So we'll take it for what it is. I appreciate anybody that does watch. You got to know that. I added one, so I'm watching on YouTube myself. Oh, you aren't the only one. I would really like to beat them too. I'd like for us to figure some things out, and make it happen. But it says on tap, Bedard can join an elite team list. Looks like third straight 20-goal season. He could have his. We got Lance Man. Hey, Lance, how you doing, buddy?
How are you doing, Guy?
I'm doing good, man. Are you good? Good. Are you okay?
I'm just not feeling good today.
Okay, I understand that. I want to apologize to you. I don't know if you heard it or seen it, but one of the shows, couple shows back, you had said something, and I went off, really half-cocked. I felt like you were misconstruing my words, and I went off half-cocked. I don't want to apologize to you. I know we're good friends, and we let that stuff pass. But yeah, I didn't mean to go off like I did. So
I don't even remember it. So
okay. Right. It was when I was talking about referees being able to for gambling and being able to control a game.
Yeah. I remember that, but I didn't think the second of it after I got off. So once it was off, it just gone.
Okay. Well, I just, like I said, I figured as much, but I just want to. I'm fair with you, buddy.
I haven't caught all of it. Yeah, I haven't caught all of your shows. I've caught little bits of them.
Yeah.
And, everybody keeps, I don't know if you've talked about this, and I about goaltending and offense. Everybody keeps talking about the Blues goaltending hasn't been up to par. Well, in a lot of games, it's not been. I'll agree with that. But what people don't understand, and maybe there's some of you out there that do, you're also 32nd in scoring. So when a team goes up on you 2-0, 3-0, you have to open things up a little bit, which is going to open you up defensively to more scoring opportunities against you. So that's one of the reasons why the goaltending hasn't looked as good, is because the offense stinks so badly. They're last in the league that, the other team gets the lead and the Blues try to open it up and there's nothing there. And they're not playing as a team. And, me, I've heard some things from people I know from the Blues that talk about issues in the locker room. I'm not going to say who it is, but I'll just say there's one or two prominent players that a lot of people are being turned off by. And this team just has issues. Everybody wants to get rid of Bennington. Everybody wants to get rid of Montgomery. And after they won 2 games in a row, of course they won 2 games in a row because Kairu's not in. And I think the fan base needs to calm down a little bit. It's still early, but before the other game the other night when against Nashville, they were only I think 4 points or 6 points, 4 or 5 points out of 4th place behind the Blackhawks, and they were only 8 behind Minnesota. So there's a lot of teams in this league this year that aren't doing great. There's a lot of teams around 500 or a game or two above 500. So if this is a year the Blues are going to make one of those runs at the end, this would be the year to do it, because I think a lot of teams are going to still be around 500, a couple games above 500 towards the end of the year.
I have a feeling that so right now, this just boggles my mind, right? This boggles my mind. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Only 7 teams are below 500. 7.
Yep.
And that it boggles my mind that only that few are behind. And at some point, all these teams that are above 500 have got to fall off somehow. I mean,
they're going to.
Huh?
They're going to. I heard the other.
Got to be 500. You know what I mean?
And I heard the other day that somebody said Colorado's going to get 150 points. No, they're not. They're going to have a losing streak. Every game does it. Boston was the exception, but all these Colorado fans saying they're going to win the cup and it's in. They just need to take one look at the Boston Bruins.
Yeah. Bruins won what? 62 games, I think it was.
What, they have 130, 135 points?
Yeah, something like that. But I think they won 62 or 63 games. They set the record. And then they got bounced in the first round of the playoffs.
Yeah.
Or maybe the second. I think it was the first. I think they got bounced in the first. Right? That was Montgomery's first year.
Yeah, they got bounced in the first.
All right. Chris Shockey says kind of hard to figure things out when the team is a patchwork blanket. That's somewhat. Andrea says we have to drop to the bottom to rise to the top, like our Stanley Cup year. I don't believe that. I'm not on that roller coaster there that everybody. I think you need to be who you are. You need to find your game now, not later. Right? Why don't the forwards and defense use these offensive goalies to their advantage? I'm not sure if they're trying, but they could be. I think they are. I think they do use them to their advantage. I think teams on a roll could be hurt by the Olympics, and that's a good point.
Yep, that's a good point.
That's a really
and also another part of that people don't think about is teams with serious injuries, and they get that break for the Olympics. That's going to be huge for those teams.
Yeah. Give that 3 weeks for guys to heal up.
Yeah.
Right. And think about the majority of the guys that are going to go to the Olympics. These are your guys. These are the top guys in the league.
Yep.
So come first round of the playoffs, these guys are going to have played 2 to 3 weeks, 4 to 6 games, more hockey than everybody else. That's going to take a toll.
Yeah, and I'm afraid there's going to be injuries, and people say I'm nuts, but I played the game for a long time, and some of it at a very high level. And I'm going to tell you, I played at some non-regulation rinks, and every time I played at a non-regulation rink, somebody got hurt. Yeah. There's not as much room to move around. All these people are wanting Celebrini. They're wanting Bedard on the team. They don't understand. With that shortened ice of anywhere from a 1.5 foot to 2 feet on each side, people say, "Oh, there's no difference." There is a difference.
Well, you remember, Lance, you're old enough like me. You remember back in the day, the NHL didn't have a standard rink size. They had
no. In fact, people don't know this. The United Center in Chicago, the old one, was one of the smallest arenas. It was anywhere from 8 to 12 feet too short.
Yeah, they had a minimum length size and a maximum length size.
Yep, that's right.
the width was the only thing that was
That's
set.
right. That's right.
I
Yep.
think a rink could be between 180 and 200 feet.
It was something like
I
that.
remember right.
Yeah.
Say again.
Yeah. Yeah. So, all these people wanting all these offensive guys on there. I'm sorry, but, you need guys that are going to muck a little bit that can still score. I'm not a big Tom Wilson fan, but he fits this Olympic game in that small rink better than Bedard does, better than Celebrini does.
Yeah.
If I had to choose between the two, Celebrini or Bedard, I'd take Celebrini. He's more of a complete player.
Yeah, I'm probably with you on that. I'm probably with you on that. I think Celebrini and Bedard's the next Winter Olympics is in our hemisphere, right?
Yep.
I don't know where it is, but I think the next Winter Olympics is somewhere in North America or South America, more
Yep.
likely North America. But I think it's somewhere in this hemisphere, and that's going to have a bigger effect on. See, this is one thing that I think the NHL should have done. I think that they should have, like, during the Olympic break, done something similar to, because the games are all going to be played early morning, right? They're not going to be, because it's in Italy, they're not going to be in prime time, right? They might tape delay them in prime time, but they're not going to be in prime time. I think, actually, I don't even think they tape delay them in prime. I think they show them regular and then just show highlights in prime time. The NHL should have done like a young stars type of
Game.
like what did they call that last year? That cup they did. The little break,
Yeah.
the 2-week thing. I forget what it was called.
I do
But
too.
do something like that, like with young stars, players
Mhm.
24 and below or 25 and below.
Mhm.
And do something like that to fill the gap. I don't know if teams would have gone with it, but I think it might have been nice. Chris, like I said, I was going to say that, Lance, but too much typing. E's here. How you doing? Sister JJ, how you doing? Stephen Glass, Jason Nichols. Who else we got up here? Guido, Chris Shockey, Jason Nichols. Thank you. I got one name that I don't recognize, and it looks like a funky name. I'm not going to say it because I don't know who that is, but I appreciate you anyways. What are you expecting for tonight, Lance, as we're moving along, getting closer to puck drop, probably about 15 minutes or so?
Until the Blues can show me something different, I don't know. I'm just. This will be the game though, but I'm not expecting much from them. Where they'll come out and win 7-1 or 7-2. But I hate to do it, but I'm picking Chicago 5-3.
I'm kind of on. I think I said I did a video. I do, daily our game days with Justin on TikTok, and I think I said 3-2, but it was maybe I wasn't. My player to watch, I went back with Fabry. I did McGean yesterday. Actually did McGean and Fabry yesterday. I'm going with Fabry again today. Fabry did not have a bad game yesterday. Fabry did not have a bad game. Well, what I watched. I didn't watch the third period. I was done with it. Danny Johnson, yes, we missed the pounding, sir. Where have you been? We definitely miss you. Chris Schock says 5-2 Hawks, unfortunately. Steven says, good to hear you again, Lance. And I say that,
Thank you.
Right. Lance, look, you and me, we've gotten arguments before, right? We have. But we never, I don't think either one of us holds a grudge on each other. Right. I don't think we've even come close to holding a grudge on each other. And we see things. My point, and I'm kind of glad you're here and we got a little bit. Of the four sports, the sport where the referee would have the least amount of control to affect or guarantee an outcome of the game, to me would be hockey. Right? Hold on, there we go. I had to do that real quick. Do you kind of get where I'm going with that?
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. You're saying that even if they get a penalty or penalty shot or something like that, that it's an opportunity to win, but it doesn't give them the win automatically.
Yes.
I understand that the only thing that my main point was that when it comes to an offsides when a goal is scored, offsides or onside when it comes to goalie interference, when it comes to whether the puck goes into the net or not go into the net or not go over the red crease,
Yeah.
then yes, that part they can have a huge say in who
Well,
wins that game.
maybe then, but not now because everything's video review, right? If
Yeah.
they
Oh,
call an offsides and it wasn't
yeah.
that,
Yeah. It's all video reviewed,
yeah,
but when the refs look at it and if Toronto looks at it, then it's a consensus. If the refs disagree with Toronto and say that this is why I disagree, I
yeah,
think this wasn't a goal, then they'll go
yeah.
over a little bit more, and that's what's happening when a lot of times you see them take forever to figure it out. That's because the situation room and the refs aren't agreeing. They've got to come to an agreement, and if the ref has an agenda, he can push his agenda and maybe get stuff changed. But I do understand what you're saying, that if a penalty's called,
Mhm.
it doesn't automatically give you a goal.
Yeah,
It doesn't. I do agree with that.
yeah. No, and I see your point too. I do see your point. But again, if I was going to fix a game, the last thing I'd put my money on would be the referee, right?
Hmm.
Give me a thumbs up when you're ready to go, bud. I know you just got home and you're running. Just give me a quick thumbs up, and I don't know if you can hear me. But, Justin's here. I just want to make sure he's good to go. Thumbs up. Okay, I seen it. Let's bring him in. Here he is, Mr. Justin Scott. Hey, Justin, how you doing?
All right. What's going
Hey,
on?
go ahead. Finish up.
No, I just was saying, what's up? How's it going?
Oh, how's your mom?
Good. She's in pain. She got the knee replacement surgeries that she was that I was talking about before. So
Yeah.
it's gonna be a couple days. She's gonna feel it, but she'll be okay.
Yeah, well, hopefully she's doing better. We're thinking about her. Glad like I said, you didn't have to be here today. And I appreciate it. Lance kind of joined me. You don't mind Lance joining us, do you?
No.
Right.
Nope.
We are getting closer and closer to puck drop. They're showing like the players. They've got Snugard out 6 weeks, Walker out 8 weeks, Torpachenko and Kyrou week to week, and Bukestad out at least 5 days. That means he's in what do you call it? Concussion protocol.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Well, this is a big game, but I mean, I hate to shadow this up, but I mean, what about the blockbuster of Quinn Hughes going to Minnesota?
Yeah, that's kind of a shocker there. But I'm wondering, you look at what their 5 pieces, are they giving up too much?
What it was the last I saw report wise, it was Zeev Bulliam,
Yep.
Ogren,
Rossi,
and Rossi, and a first rounder.
Yep, 4
Yeah.
pieces. Right?
I want to say this now, and I want to preface this. I want to give Minnesota credit because, first off, I don't give that team much credit because I do think that they are kind of a mid team, in my opinion. Yeah, they're playing good hockey. They're catching fire, but they never seem to break through in the playoffs. But this move to me signifies a shift for Minnesota in my mind. And I'm not saying that it's a massive shift because I do think giving up 4 pieces for Quinn Hughes is a lot, but Quinn Hughes is a very good defenseman and he was going to be worth a lot. But I really do think the Vancouver Canucks really did take a clear-cut advantage here as well. They got rid of Quinn Hughes. I expected this to happen. I didn't expect it to happen today. Just, random, December 12th, Friday. I didn't expect it to happen. But I think it was a solid move for both teams. I think, Quinn Hughes, obviously, I don't think he wanted to stay in Vancouver, if I'm completely honest with you.
Yeah. He wasn't re-signing there.
I think the biggest piece that they probably get back in that trade for Vancouver is Zeev Bulliam.
Right.
Zeev Bulliam should be a very good defenseman for years to
Wouldn't you
come.
think
And
Rossi be the bigger piece?
yeah, you would think so, but he was kind of an. I mean, he's a great player, but he was kind of an up and down player for Minnesota. It was like oh, should he be in the lineup? Should he not? Kind of thing. I felt like Boley, in a sense, kind of passed passed him up in a sense. Rossi, at least. I know they don't play the same position. I don't think. I think Rossi's a center, if I'm not mistaken, and I think Boldy's a left winger. But still, I think Matt Boldy, the emergence of Matt Boldy, has kind of pushed him
Rossi
out
on.
of the lineup. Yeah. So I mean, and it's kind of weird to say that because I don't think Minnesota has that much depth. If I'm honest, I think Minnesota is a very like top 6 heavy team. I mean, I would say, I would even say maybe the top line is, their best line. So, I think it's a solid move. I think it could be where they gave up too much, but I mean, it's Quinn Hughes, so I'm not surprised.
Well, 2 things. I'll let Lance respond, and then I'll respond. By the way, I want to answer this question real quick. The game is on ESPN Plus. It's not on a channel. It's on ESPN Plus. If you don't have it, you can do a 7-day free trial, I think it is. If you've already done your free trial, you got to pay for it. So there it is. It's on ESPN Plus. Go ahead, Lance.
What I like about the trade, and Billy Guerin has made some mistakes giving Parise and Suter those huge contracts, 10, 12 years ago. And that was a huge mistake by him. But one thing I like about him, they're in 4th place. They're only a couple points ahead of some teams behind them, like the Blues. They're only a few points behind, their 2nd place team, and the Blackhawks are only a couple points behind them. What he just did, he improved his team by several wins a year. I think Quinn Hughes is good for 5, 6 extra wins a year, and that's 10, 12 points. That's a lot. And I think they're going to be much better. Did they give up a lot? Heck yeah. But I'm going to tell you right now, from what I heard, Vancouver wasn't going to budge from anything they were asking for. They knew what they had. They knew that Minnesota wanted him, and Minnesota was willing just to give up the pieces. Could it cost them years down the road? Sure, it could. But if they draft well, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th rounds, and find some gems in there, it may not hurt them as much.
Yeah, well, the one thing that I like about the trade is the thing that Justin kind of talked about, but missed it. A lot of these guys that are like, I don't know if he's on a contract year or if he's got another year away.
He's got 2 years left after this one.
Or no, he's got 1 year left after this one, I think, right?
I thought it was 2.
I want to say this, and a guy, I don't mean to cut you off, but I want to say this because I didn't preface it. The reason I like the move from Minnesota so much is they didn't play it Sesame Street safe. Like Lance said, this could be a chance for Minnesota to really turn over that leaf and possibly get a playoff round out of Quinn Hughes and, out of, the future for the Minnesota Wild. But could it hurt them in the long run? For sure. I mean, that's 4 big pieces you're giving up. I mean, Ogren, I don't know much about, but Rossi and Z Boyum especially, those guys are going to be very good for years to come. So.
They're not showing. I'm trying to look. I think Quinn Hughes has just 1 year left on his contract. They're not showing. Give me a second here.
The game is underway, by the way.
Oh, okay. Yep. Puck drop. You gonna stay around for a little bit, Lance, man?
Stay around for a little bit.
Actually, you're right. He's signed till 20. In 27. So 1 more year. 26 through 26, 27, and 27, 28 is a UFA. What I was going to say is what I like is when it comes to a lot of these rentals, you wait too long. You wait to the trade deadline. I think that, if you got a guy that you're going to probably, trade anyways, trade him early enough or make the trade early enough that you can really benefit from the trade. And help your team a lot more. So I like the fact that this is an earlier trade. I'd like to see more December and January trades instead of trades in March.
Yeah, like I said, the thing for me that puts it over the edge to me is yeah, the players involved, and Quinn Hughes gets to go to, Quinn Hughes gets to go to Minnesota. He gets to play with Kaprizov. I mean, God, Quinn Hughes and Kaprizov together, that's going to be some magic to watch. But I like that they didn't play at Sesame Street safe. I respect it. I respect putting your cards out on the table. I mean, with a team like Minnesota who's struggled to win a round in the playoffs, I mean, this can't be the worst thing possible. I mean, you're getting a star player. You already know he's a star player.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think that it's a good trade. But there's another big trade today. The goalies got traded. Edmonton got Tristan Jarry for Skinner, and there were a couple other pieces involved in there. But the highlight of that is Jarry and Skinner. I think Jarry going to Edmonton could be he needs a change of scenery, and this could help him. He is a step up. I mean, he's a step up on Skinner in my eyes, and that could help Edmonton. Lance, I'm going to ask you, being the former goalie first, right?
A lot of what I see in both of them is the same type of goalie. Their styles remind me very similar. Their numbers are very similar. It could be that they just needed a change of pace. Maybe Skinner will be very good, in Pittsburgh. Maybe Jarry will be good in Edmonton. I still think Edmonton has some issues. If you watch that game the other night and the guy walks right in front of the goal and Bouchard just watches him, I mean, Bouchard looked terrible. He's looked terrible all year. And, he can be a little bit of an offensive guy, but man, he's terrible defensively. He's just crazy.
Mayu gets his first as a Blue. Big goal for Logan Mayu. Great pass by Thomas. Heads up play.
Yeah,
Logan Mayu.
Nowhere, and Mayu comes up, takes it. No one covering him, and just.
Oh, I knew. I knew exactly what Thomas does that a lot with the because he knows the Blues defensemen are going to be aggressive. He throws the puck to no one, and those defensemen. Yeah. That's what makes the Blues good, man. Is when
there was also a delayed penalty on that. There was a delayed tripping. On that.
Well, they
score on a delay. I think the penalty should still go. I think you should still get the penalty, the power play. Right? Why does it end? Why do you not get it? Right?
I guess I understand. I understand that point, but honestly, for me, I feel like it's kind of a small nitpick. Like I don't think it's like the biggest deal to me as like other things that we've nitpicked.
Yeah. No,
and if you did that, if they made that change. In my mind, you'd have to tell them they couldn't have the extra attacker on the ice, and the goalie couldn't come off during the delayed penalty. Because you can't give them an advantage, and you can't give them an advantage in that, and then also give them the penalty.
Well, the thing is with the goalie coming off, it's the reason for that. The goalie comes off because the other team can't score. But
I'm aware of that, but it gives you an extra player. And that could mean a lot. So if you did that, I think you'd have to also do that and stop the extra attacker until possession is taken away. I'm like Justin. I don't know if that would make a huge difference. It might, and I wouldn't be complaining about it if they did something like that.
Right.
Well, and Guy, I want to bring this up too because we were talking about this not that long ago. The thing with me is I'm sure that you probably have the same appreciation for it as I do, but I love when games are close. When you see like the 2-1s, the 1-0 sometimes, the 3-2s, those are close games. I like those games. I have an appreciation for those games. I feel like if you did something like that, I feel like you're gonna see so many goals. I mean, like we were talking about before. You could give penalties. It doesn't mean that the team's going to score, but I feel like you're going to see a lot of games that are just getting out of control with scoring.
Well,
which is, I guess, not a bad thing, but like, I don't think, for me, hockey is not like goal, goal, goal. Like, I have to see 7 goals for, to have enjoyment in a game.
Yeah, well, sadly, Justin, that's the way a lot of new fans think. And I'm going to tell you this: the best game I have ever seen, the best game I was ever seen ever saw was in 1976 or 77, and it was the Blues Blackhawks, and it was a 0-0 tie. And I'm going to tell you right now, that's the most exciting game I have ever seen in a 0-0 tie. There was banging, there were shots, there was great saves. And yeah, I'm with you, Justin. I like a 5-6, 5-4 game, close games, tied games are going. I like that. That's fun. But man, there's just something about a 1-0, 0-0 game going into the third period, and it's physical. The goalies are making great saves. The players are making great plays. That's just something that I just thoroughly enjoy.
Well, look at. Sorry, guy. Well, it's funny that you said. Look at the game last year, Lance, when we played the Islanders, and it was 0-0 going into the overtime.
Yep.
And we won in overtime. I mean, it wasn't exactly an exhilarating game by any means.
No, but it wasn't bad.
But it wasn't bad, though. And then you had the criticism, oh, well, the Blues didn't score enough. Well, they won the game, so who cares?
They won the game. It doesn't matter.
Well, okay, couple things here. First thing is, you only get about maybe 5 or 6 goals scored on a delayed penalty per team per year. So you're not talking about that much more. But there's another effect to this that I think you're missing, and it's the effect that I want to see more and more of is less penalties in a game. Because if they score, we're going on the penalty kill, or we're going back on the penalty kill no matter what, you're going to be more cautious with your stick. You're going to prevent. That's one way to prevent penalties. And another thing that I want to see that I think will prevent a lot of the goaltender interference, if a goal is disallowed for goaltender interference, that's a penalty. That team goes on the power play. If you can challenge for goaltender interference and you lose and you go on the penalty kill, if you get it right, why shouldn't you go on the power play? Right? Lance, man?
I don't necessarily. I mean, I understand where you're coming from, but then you're going to get some, and I know this would never happen, but then you're going to get some fans that are going to say, well, if that leads to a penalty, then why can't they review penalties?
Why can't they do what?
Why can't they review penalties? The only way that would work is if you said, okay, the ruling on the ice is not goal, is a goal.
Mm-hmm.
Or vice versa, and then you go back in and you say, all right, well, it wasn't a goal, or it was a goal, but it was interference. We're going to give them the penalty. I don't know if I forgot where the hell I'm even going with this. Anyway, yeah, don't you hate when that happens?
Yeah.
But
no,
I just think, I don't think a lot of players would say it, but I think you'd have a lot of fans that would say, well, then why can't they review penalties? Because basically that's what you're doing. Your
official should be in the building, not in Toronto.
I do agree with you on that. I've always agreed with you on that.
Yeah. I mean, but the NHL has had we've seen it all year, guy. The NHL has had a consistency problem from the referee standpoint. I mean, we talk about it so much. It should be its own show. I mean, it's ridiculous.
You got a hot date tonight?
Huh?
Matt wants to know.
No, buddy. I had work, and then I went to visit my mom, and I didn't change or nothing. So
he's looking very dapper.
Yeah, you're seeing my pink shirt. So I hope you like it.
No, it's fine, man.
You're looking dapper.
Anything somebody else did, right? No, we appreciate you, Dustin. And like I said, my friend, anytime that you don't feel like you don't want to do a show or something, that's fine, man. I do appreciate you being on the show as much as you are. I really do. But if you got something going on, you got something going on. We know that, right? Oh, and I might have another interview set up for the 21st. Don't know for sure.
All right. Well, yeah, you'll have to talk to me about that after the show.
We do have one
uh,
for the 28th, I guess, at the what do you call it? The
intermission. Intermission.
I'm going to announce that. Is that cool?
Yeah, I would say yeah, seeing as we got it set up. And then we'll make another announcement that we got for our upcoming guest here.
Yep. And I'm going to do that show. I'm going to put that show out today. After this is done, I'll do the video or do the snapshot for it. Thumbnail. That's what I couldn't remember it.
That was so close.
Jockey says if we win, you get to wear it next game. You wore it the last time we did you wore it for the Boston game, I think, right?
I don't think I wore this. I don't know. I'd have to watch. I have to watch again. I don't think I wore this shirt. I was in work clothes, but I don't think it was this shirt.
Yeah, Devo was close there. They're playing with some intensity. I'll give it that. They're playing with intensity tonight. Right?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I just this is a game that they definitely need to have for sure. This is a game that they cannot lose this game.
Yeah, I'm with you there.
They need to win this game. They need to win this game in regulation. It can't be overtime. Can't be a shootout. I mean, if we get to a shootout, it's an automatic loss. That's how bad we are in the shootout.
Yeah. Wayne Harder. Hey, Wayne, how you doing, buddy? Connor's become the superstar we drafted, and is only getting better. I'm not willing to go there yet.
Chicago's going to the penalty kill. Blues are getting the power play.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Let's take control of this. Kirby Doc in the box. What a play there. I'm back had to buy ESPN stuff to watch. Sorry, Aaron. Welcome, man. Now you got to understand with ESPN Plus, if you live in the St. Louis viewing area, the games will be blocked out. Like for me, games in LA and Anaheim are blocked out on ESPN Plus for me. Where I get lucky is Center Ice. They cleared that blackout because we're so far from them being quote unquote a local area. So that got cleared for me. But other than that, so if the game is on what is it? FanDuel Sports Network, then it will not be on ESPN Plus in the St. Louis viewing area. You need to understand that. All right. I lost Lance. We lost Lance. Maybe he wasn't feeling good, so
yeah, I don't know. Who knows? If not, hopefully. Oh, big hit. Big hit. I don't know. If you're not back, Lance, it was good to have you on again, bud. Thanks for filling in for me while I was not here.
No. Yeah, we cleared the air on me going off on him. He said he forgot about it as soon as he turned the game off. Oh, shin, almost. I think you and me are probably, because we're watching on the same thing, it's probably like really, really close. I'm at 9:30.
No, I'm way ahead of you.
Where are you at?
9:05.
Oh wow, you are ahead of me.
Yeah, you didn't see me throw my arms up when we scored, and it took.
I did, but I saw it. I kind of did. I thought you did it at the same time I did.
Yeah, no,
I might.
No,
there might have been a commercial and I got behind.
I think I was. I think I. You said puck drop, and I was already. They were already in play.
Okay.
So.
Well, 5-on-5. The next commercial, I'll try and
some good movement on the power play.
Say again.
Matt Luff, baby! What a snipe! Yeah, Matt Luff. Matt Luff with his first career NHL goal. What a
First
snipe!
goal. Yeah. Wow.
What a shot by Luff. Great
Wow.
pass. I'm telling man, I don't know why. This is the play. This is like the premier play right here, the drop pass. I don't know why more players don't do this. The hit the trailer. In the middle. It's so open. I mean, he was wide open. I mean, not a chance. I think they have. Do they have a net? Do they have Spencer Knight or is it Soderblom? It's probably not.
I don't know who's in net.
I don't know. That's
There
a
we
good
go. I
question.
think I'm caught up now. Puck drop.
No, I'm still ahead of you, but I don't think it's by much anymore. Like not okay. A crazy amount, but I am still ahead of you. I'm not saying anything. I'm just throwing my arms up. So if you're not paying attention, you're not going to catch it.
Yeah.
So
I had a feeling something happened. I thought it was a goal the other way.
Yeah, because I didn't. I tried not to do this, but I did this, and I was trying to. I should have raised my hand, but I did this, and then and I did that.
Well, remember. So I don't know if you can. I know you have your. If you look at the screen, you'll see that you don't have a whole view because you're filling up. So if you throw your hands up like this, I won't see it. I'm only seeing your shoulders. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if you go straight up like this, I wouldn't see it.
Yeah, like that. Boom.
Yep. Yeah, I wouldn't see it. I'd see your shoulders go up, but that would be it.
What a shot by Luff. Blues up 2-0. Good start. This is exactly what you need.
Yeah. Finally getting a case of the ass got them going. I hope so. He did go off on him last game. He went off on him publicly last game. And he needed to. He really needed to. Right?
Ooh, Shen?
Yeah, Shen went off on him publicly last game. Look, I mean, I understand everybody. So I get people are passionate about the Blues. I'm passionate about the Blues. Justin's passionate about the Blues. And we sometimes wear that passion on our sleeves. And we got to take a step back and remember that we're all the same. We're all fans. We're all fans. We all want the same thing. And, if someone has an opinion that's against yours, that's fine. Just let them have it, right? Be fair with everybody. Be civil with everybody. That's all I'm asking from everyone around. This is not pointed at any one person. Does that make sense? I want everybody to think about that because I get yelled at for my negativity all the time. You guys are probably as passionate as I am about the Hawks and the Jets. Yeah.
But this goes back to what I've been talking about. There's a difference between passion and frustration and willful ignorance. Willful ignorance is just a spew of negativity that has no positives.
I'm gonna stop kind of. If someone wants to be willfully ignorant, let them be willfully ignorant. That's not for us to police. That's all I'm saying. Right?
Well, no, I mean we're not policing it, but I mean if you're gonna call, I mean that's fine. There's not just one person to call out. I mean there's multiple people who are willfully ignorant. Like last game, yeah, they got destroyed. It was not a good game, but what was some bright spots in that game? They came out hot. They could have scored. They didn't score. Saros was good against them. The score could have been way differently if those shots go in. They were grade A chances. It's not like they were like from the outside. Saros saved them in the first period. And then
yeah, but I mean
and Robbie and Robbie Fabry was a bright spot in that game. He came back, first game back, and he was fantastic. Did anyone say anything about Robbie Fabry? No, they were all negative. So
I did. I even said today Fabry had a good game.
Did I say you? I didn't say you. I just said Blues fans who are willfully ignorant. This is not pointed to the passionate frustration fans. This is pointed towards the only I want to be negative crowd.
Okay.
Because it's not all negative. It's not all negative. Guy, how many times have we come on this show and have Yeah, the Blues lost. They lost bad. But how many times can we pick out a bright spot
Yeah,
in
we
those games?
try to. You try to pick out a bright spot. And I get some fans don't see the bright spots. And while I say this, while you're right, you try and find the bright spots. The coach and a couple of players called the team out for their lack of competitive in that game, right? And so, fans weren't completely wrong about saying that was a bad game, right? There was a lot of
The only
negativity in that
players.
game.
Well, first of all, Shin needs to be the guy at the forefront, being the guy to show the initiative. Because first off, the only guys that showed the fire in that last game was Robbie Fabry, the Fabry line, I thought, and Thomas. Those were the guys showing the effort in that game. So if anybody was to chirp anybody in any sense, and I get it's the captain, he's going to say something, but Shin's got to be the leader, and that's why I'm slowly but surely becoming the guy to say, stop playing at Sesame Street safe, and you're just going to have to eventually just move on from Braden Shin, if I'm honest.
Yeah, well, I've been advocating for Thomas to be the captain even before Shen got it. I thought Thomas should have got it. I thought, because it was right after he signed that contract, and to me, you give it to him right there. Oh my goodness! All right.
And for me, I understand why they didn't give it to. I understand why they gave it to Shin, and I'm fine with that. I think he is what he was, but I think that he is getting older, and I think, like I said, the Blues fans now that are just willfully negative all the time, I feel like, okay, you kind of play into that. Obviously, you're not making decisions based on what fans want, but I say go out and trade a Braden Shin. See what you got in the new core. Try to turn this around. Because what's the point, or what's the difference? If Blues fans are complaining now about what you have, this team is talented. I agree with you that this team is good, but underperforming. They're not bad. They're not full of bad players. They're a team that's underperforming with a bunch of good players on it. So
I said that in the beginning.
And so let's say this. So let's get rid of Braden Shin. You can leave the captaincy vacant, or you can give it to Thomas. And you try to build around those guys. You move on from Shin, you get younger, and you move more towards the future. And then if the Blues still are disappointing, you know what? It's not going to matter, because those same fans will still cry and complain, because that's what they do. They're not happy unless they're complaining about something.
Justin, you've had fans like that since I've been a fan. You've had fans like that for a very, very, very long time. If you're in Blues Lounge or Blues Nation or we all bleed blue. Oh my goodness, the fans in there, especially the Blues Lounge. There's nothing any Blues player ever does right. Right? Nothing any Blues ever do right. So
exactly. And that's what I mean. That's what I mean by willfully ignorant is, and I get what you're saying. You don't have to police it, but there's a point where as good fans, we're tired of seeing it, because it makes good fans look bad when Blues fans do that. It does.
Yeah.
It makes it.
Maybe
100%. It makes people look bad.
It doesn't for me. I don't let it affect me anymore. I don't let it.
Well, maybe not you. Maybe not you, but you've been watching it for so long. But it makes fans from other fan bases look at us like a bunch of clowns.
Yeah. So here we go. Guy, we got a question from Wayne Harder. Guy, I have to ask you what you thought about Quinn Hughes' trade to Minnesota, and did Vancouver get enough for him? I think Vancouver got too much. Oh, that sucks.
Yep, Chicago gets on the board.
Yeah.
Who we got here?
44. I don't know who that is.
Crevier. Oh, Kaiser.
Yeah.
Wyatt Kaiser.
Wayne, we talked about it a little bit earlier. I think that the 4-for-1 was more than enough. And hey, Ryan Green, how you doing, buddy? Welcome. And no, you did not put your name in there. I looked already. Shane
What,
Gilbert, Eve Rito, Jason Nichols, Chris Shockey, a name that I'm not going to pronounce, Lance Scott, Sharon Spinks, John Hefner, and Aaron Nels. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, we're talking about it right now. And going back to Wayne, I applaud the trade. I think it's good on both ends. And I like the fact that, Vancouver traded him now and not waited until the trade deadline. I'd like to see more trades in December and January.
Well, and first of all, let me give credit to, I gave credit to Minnesota. Let me give credit to Vancouver for the same exact reason, and that is, they're not playing it Sesame Street safe. They're not playing it safe.
Fight.
Yeah,
Fight.
Logan Mayhew with his first fight.
Fight. Throw punches. Punch. Come on, Maylou. Doc was on his team. Doc was on Montreal,
yeah.
Wasn't he? Huh?
Montreal, yeah.
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 Come on, punch him.
First scrap for Logan Mayhew, I believe.
Good scrap, though, yeah. I just don't like losing one of your top defensemen for 5 minutes, though. Now all he needs is an assist. We're on a Gordie Howe hat trick watch. No, I don't think Army's sitting on the sidelines. Like our roster's fine. I think that just his hands might be tied a little bit. Wayne says they had to get him out of there. That was affecting their room big time, and I can understand that. Maylou having a game, I get that. He couldn't get that right arm free. No, he could not. He was trying. Do you wish the Blues would go for players like Vegas does? No, I don't. Because
Vegas. Well, first of all, Vegas has a lot of their guys because of the LTIR garbage that they did. So, I think that's, I don't think they kind of put a clamp on that, right? Like you can't do that anymore.
Yeah.
So the Vegas, a lot of their players are there because of the LTIR loophole they were able to finagle.
Yeah, I think Vegas. Here's the issue that I think, and I'll be honest with you. I wish that Missouri would do this, but I don't think they will because you're losing a lot. But remove. I'm sorry, Ranger. Ryan. Remove. I like the yellow. I do. I know. I mean, some people think it's, what do you call it? They're sucking the Bedard. They're slobbing the Bedard knob on ESPN, of course.
I don't. This is, well, for one guy, if you know anything about me, we haven't done this is, I think, our first national broadcasting of it. I don't like national broadcast. I think they're terrible. I think what they do is terrible. There's some good ones. I don't know the lady who's. Do you know the announcer for this game? The lady.
I didn't pay attention to it.
I'm telling you this right now. I'm not sexist. I am not rude. I'm not trying to be that guy. But the women ESPN announcers that they have are abysmal. They are terrible. I'm sorry. And it's not like I said, it's not a sexist thing. It's not I hate women thing, or I'm not equality or anything like that. They are just not good. They're not good.
You're not the first one to say that. You're not the first one. We've had other people on this show say that before. Shot 7-5 in favor of St. Louis, and the score is also in favor of St. Louis, 2-1.
for me, like, and I get it. Like, you're gonna hype up like the really good players. You're gonna look at the stars, but the thing is they just do this. They beat it into oblivion, and
Yeah, I
it
know.
just it loses its value. Like, yes,
Yeah.
he's a great player. He's doing great things this season. Stop pounding it into the ground.
Yeah. I'm with you. I'm with you in the same. I got the same thought process.
Well, because what it does for me is I know Connor Bedard's a great player, and I'm not going to have that like distaste for him. But
Oh, it's AJ Malesko. Thank you, Wayne. AJ Malesko is doing the game.
Okay, yeah, she's terrible.
Good shot.
Not just St. Louis, but when they do these national broadcasts, and then you have each team, like, so when a different fan base is watching, and they just are just, giving the old suck to, the star player, what that does in my mind is it actually deteriorates the audience, because no one wants to listen to that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a very good shot too.
Yeah.
Blues are getting their shots, man. They don't look bad. What's up?
Oh, are you maybe you were talking about that shot right there. I don't know how far ahead of me you are.
Yeah.
I'm at 54 seconds.
40. Yeah, I'm at 42.
Okay, you're only like 5 seconds ahead of me. So that wasn't. Shin had a good shot there. Dvorsky. And Fabry in front of the net. He's being that net front presence.
Yeah. Fabry's looked good in this game.
Yeah.
He looked great in his last game. I mean, he had. I don't know if he has. I don't think he got a point on. Did he get a point on the Luff goal?
Who, Fabry? Yes.
Yeah, Fabry.
He got a assist on Luff's goal. Fabry and Pareko. Thomas and Neighbors on the Melu goal.
Yeah. Yeah. I will say this. I'm going to say this with confidence. Thomas he's not obviously in his, last season era, but Thomas in the recent stretch of games, has been absolutely consistent. Like what you want from your top guy. Like you want Thomas to be consistent, and he's been consistent.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. I really do. I'm on board.
Well, and I mean neighbors and Boosh and Thomas have looked great together.
Yeah,
they're getting the shots through them, though, man. They're getting a lot of shots.
Yeah, 11-6. It's nice to see, and not only that, they've been quality shots, and 2 of them have gone in the net. Right, the Melu one. I mean, I know it was a delayed penalty, but man, Thomas put that puck across, and I'm like, oh no. And then Melu comes out of nowhere, and nobody was there, and he just wide open. That's the end of the first period. We are 2-1 Blues. Shots 12-6. Double them up. Yeah.
There we go.
Hey, can you hear the cheering now?
No, it was kind of a little faint, but
you're not hearing that?
I hear it, but it's not clear.
Okay. No, I mean, hopefully I got it set up right so you're hearing me on the right spot. Right? When I did the goal horn, did you hear that?
I don't remember. I wasn't really paying attention.
I'm going to turn my mic down and do a goal horn and see if you hear it. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I hear that.
Okay. There we go. That's good. Now people can hear the goal horns and that. Got it back. Yeah, buddy. Wayne says the only woman that I can actually listen to is Jennifer Bordarelli. She knows her stuff front and back. Good first period. Good first period. Wayne said loud and clear. Thank you, Wayne. We appreciate that. Oh, we're having a good show tonight, man. I appreciate it. Hey, Lance, if you're still out there, man, we love you, buddy. I hope you're okay. Right? And if you feel good enough to come back, I don't have an issue with you coming back. I don't think Justin does. If you want to come back, let us know. No, that might have come out wrong. I hope that didn't come out wrong, or you know what I mean, Justin. Like I don't think you're okay with us having Lance come on, right?
No, I'm totally against it. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I know you are. I appreciate it, Dustin.
No, Lance, dude, you're a mainstay here. Anytime you want to come on, there's no exceptions. I mean, obviously, for our Sunday show, ask, but anything outside the Sunday show, I mean, anything, you can come on anytime.
Yeah. The Sunday show is we've talked about, and I'll go on this because we had some announcements to make, and we'll make them here real quick. Then we'll go over the stats for the game. The Sunday show is for me and Justin. That's our weekly show that we're trying to do, every week, at least one show weekly, hour to an hour and a half. But I think the last one we went like 2 hours. We're trying to do that and bring guests on and things like that. So we're trying to keep that one with me and him. But the game day shows, I don't mind people. Lance and Ashley have can come on anytime they want. Shaggy will ask, but I'm always never tell Shaggy no. Wendy, I'll almost never tell Wendy no. Unless he's in like full on, let's go Chicago when I'm not ready to hear it. I'll almost never tell him no. Sometimes, but most part I don't. And we've got some good people, and some of the new ones that we've interviewed, I think I would Matt, I would let come on anytime. Mm-hmm. I really enjoy talking to Matt there.
Yeah, Matt's a good dude. But yeah, the show is, like he guys says, it's for the fans, about the fans, and sorry, I always mess it up, but you get the point.
By the fans and about the fans.
Yeah. So I mean, it's good to get some difference of opinions, and like I said, we've met some great people along the way, and all them people that he just named, they've been here longer than I have. So for sure, those guys get a pass to come on anytime that they want. Obviously, like I said, the Sunday shows are going to try to reserve, because honestly, if you want my opinion, we're trying to make Sunday shows exceptional, extravagant, kind of more like interviews, like with special guests.
Yep. Yeah. Well, why don't you announce our special guest for this Sunday?
Well, this Sunday we're going to have Jordan Deacon from ESPN 101 St. Louis, radio producer, I believe is her title. And she does a lot of things, pregame, postgame for the St. Louis Blues. She does a lot of great work alongside Alex Ferrario. It's going to be awesome. I know she actually commented on our TikTok and said she was super excited. So that's definitely exciting news for sure. So Jordan Deacon from ESPN 101 is going to be our guest this Sunday.
Yeah, I look forward to having her on. And then we have a show now, the 21st. I'm working on a show with the reporter. I won't say anything more than that. With someone who writes for a website. I'll leave it at that. I'm working on that. And then on the 28th, I have one coming. I'm upset that somebody else got him before me, because I had talked to him before that person, but with some forcefulness from Justin, we were able to reach out to them, and we are going to have Prashard, the anthem singer, on the show on the 28th, 7 o'clock, St. Louis time. Normally we do 8 o'clock, but he said 7 o'clock was a little bit better for him. I think we're doing Jordan at 8, right?
I don't think we set a time. I can, like I said, once we kind of iron out the details, nothing was set in stone because we had to change the date a couple times. But
okay, let me know on a time, 7 or 8, so I can do the show up today if you get a chance. And we'll go from there. Jason Nichols says, well, the AHL said, hold my beer, vets. This is how it's done. Well, I don't know. You can't. I mean, Malu's not an AHL player. I mean, he was last year, but he's been in the NHL all year this year. We got goals from Luff, Fabry. You can't call Fabry an AHL player. I mean, yeah, he was in the AHL, but he's an NHL player. He's always been he's been an NHL player.
Well, and that's kind of crazy though, because I couldn't believe the outrage. I know the outrage had to do with the fact that he can't stay healthy to save his life, and that fact I understand. But there was some outliers in there where people were just complaining like, "Oh, well, this is the biggest trade you got," and like, dude. You know who Robbie Fabry is, right? He's a talented. First of all, he's a talented player. He's a great guy to have in your bottom six. He's a fast guy. He has a lot of speed. So I mean, I didn't really understand the outrage. I mean, I get the injury part, but like this was not a move to where, oh well, Robbie Fabry's going to be some like exclusive mainstay. Like I could see him being sent down, to Springfield, when the Blues get healthier. But when the Blues have 5 starters out, I mean, what do you want them to do? If Doug Armstrong and Alexander Steen didn't go out and get these guys, then you would have said, "Oh, well, these guys are just sitting on their hands; they're not doing anything." So you can't win. That's kind of what I mean by you can't win in any situation.
I think with Fabry, well, my thing with Fabry is I look at it and I go, was that? And I was surprised they signed him. I didn't have outrage, but I look and go, was he the best thing that you could find? And I'm I just wonder that. But the thing with Fabry is, and I guess this is what you don't look at, is what did he cost you? Right? If you're going to get somebody else, what did he cost you? And Fabry didn't cost anybody. He didn't cost anything, right? And he doesn't really hurt your salary cap. There's all this other stuff where if you would have gone out and gotten somebody else, look at Minnesota. They had to give up 3 players and a draft pick.
And the thing is with these moves, I mean, not even this that, but you have the Dylan Dubé move. Both of those moves are pretty much made for the simple fact that the St. Louis Blues are injury ridden right now. Those 2 moves happen because of that. I truly believe that.
Well, the Dubé move is in and of itself had some backlash to it. And I understand it. I look, all I can say is this. I believe in second chances. I know that people can be falsely accused. But with Dylan Dubé, there's a little, and again, I think with Dubé, there's going to be, there's going to be negativity with Dubé, but I don't think he's going to come up. I think he just stays on the AHL, and I think that was an AHL signing. That was not an NHL signing at all. I don't even think he has an NHL contract.
No, it's an AHL PTO, but if he plays well, they could sign him. He wouldn't be worth that much. He played for the Calgary Flames, so I know he has some NHL experience. I remember him when he was on Calgary, a little bit. He wasn't like a world beater by any means. That was when they had, I think that's when they had the Matthew Tkachuks, the Johnny Gaudreaus. So, I mean, those guys overshadowed anything on that team, really. But I don't think he was a bad bottom 6 guy. But like I said, the Robbie Fabry move, to move on to our point, Robbie Fabry, in my mind, was just moved or was signed because of the injuries that the Blues have right now.
Well, here's a good question. Yeah, but would you rather give up nothing and get Fabry, or pay something to get a great defenseman like Hughes? Okay, what would be our equivalent of what they gave up? And that's what you got to ask yourself. The first round draft pick, ours will probably be a little bit better. What defenseman do we give up? Right? What defenseman are you willing to give up that's equal? I think that you may have to give up Mailou. Right? I think that may be where they gave up Ross.
No, I actually, I think I would have the perfect idea, and this is exactly what I think Vancouver probably would ask for. With what Minnesota gave up, they probably would have asked for Philip Broberg, Jake Neighbors, Jordan Kyrou, and a first. That's probably what they would ask for.
Too much. Way too much.
Well, and I know, and I do think that that's way too much. But I think with the players that I named, I think have a little bit more value as of right now than the players that Minnesota gave up. But those players will be good, for years to come. They're still young. But the way I think about it is first of all, Jake Neighbors, he's a unicorn. He does it all. He's a hardworking player. You slot him in there. Jordan Kyrou is your key piece of that trade. And then
if
I
you're
think
giving up those three players, I'm not giving up the first. The first is staying. Those that you're not getting. You're not getting my first round pick. If you're willing to give up those three players, you're not getting my first.
In my mind, first of all, the three players alone doesn't do it for me. I like Quinn Hughes. I like him a lot, but what happens is if you did something like that, if Vancouver asked for something like that and you gave them Jordan Kyrou, you gave them Jake Neighbors, you gave them Philip Broberg, and you got a Quinn Hughes in return, you eliminated three good pieces for St. Louis, and it would have hurt them in the long run.
Yeah,
it would.
I agree with
you. But I think with the thing with me is the reason I think this trade happened for Minnesota and Vancouver is honestly, when you think about it, Guy, both those teams really don't have anything to lose. I mean, Vancouver is honestly in a sea of nothingness, and Minnesota is a team who can't make it past the first round. So
So Ryan's asking how many Hughes has 1 year, has this year and next year left on his deal.
What am I watching right now?
He's got VR glasses on and he's showing the stick movement.
Nice. Yeah, but I mean, like I said, a good change of scenery. It's gonna be very weird to see Quinn Hughes in a Minnesota Wild jersey. That's for sure. But honestly, like I said, a great move just because I respect the fact of not playing it safe.
Yeah,
I think teams. Well, I should preface this. Teams like Minnesota, teams like Vancouver, who have really done nothing for a while now, take it upon themselves to get some balls and show some cojones and actually try to get something done and try to turn their franchise around.
Yep. Let's go over stats real quick as we're getting closer. Chicago had 6 shots on goal and a total of 11 attempts. The Blues had 11 shots on goal and 21 attempts. Yay! Yay! Blues had 10 hits. Chicago had 3. Chicago gave it away 5 times. Blues gave it away twice. Blues took it away twice. Chicago couldn't take it away. Chicago blocked 5 shots. Blues blocked 1. And face-offs are in favor of the Blue Boys, 10-5, 67% to 33%. That was a good period of hockey, even though the score is 2-1. That was a good period of hockey. Do you agree with me or not, Mr. Justin?
Yeah, it was a good period of hockey. The Blues, they capitalized on their opportunities. They were point blank chances. They had a lot of point blank chances in that period. Matt Luff getting his first career NHL goal, and then Mailloux getting his first as a St. Louis Blue, huge because it's only going to boost his his confidence and what he's doing. Because since the Springfield call up, he's been good. He's been very good. So I don't think it's close enough to say that it's panning out in our way because he's still young. He's still developing. There's still going to be some woes along the way, but he's been very good since coming up back from Springfield.
So I got looks like that is set. The 21st is set.
Oh, really? Do you want to text me who it is?
Yeah, I will. Give me a second.
Just so I can get an idea because wait.
Give me just a second, bud. And before I announce it, I'll do that. Just trying to check on 100 things at once, my friend.
Oh, yeah. Jesus. I'd eat. Sorry, I apologize for eating in front of you guys. This isn't a mukbang video. I don't like to eat in front of people.
Yeah.
Tell you what, though, not sponsored, but I'm telling you, fantastic pineapple. Fantastic.
Okay, send it to you.
If you haven't tried it, I highly recommend it if you like pineapple.
Second period, get ready to start.
Okay.
You good with that?
Yeah, that'll work.
So on the 21st, we're going to have from the Hockey Writers, Andrew Willis. He has been posting his stories in our group. I talked to him. I kind of got on him a little bit, said, hey, man, look, I don't mind you posting in the group, but I needed to be more active and I need to get you on a show. He had some things going on. He messaged me today, said I would love to come on. And here he is. He will be on the 21st. Right?
Yeah.
Looks like still working on Chase. I'm still working on Kelly Chase. I had gotten a commitment, but I haven't gotten a date.
Okay. Yeah, so that's big though. We got 3 set up currently. We got Jordan Deacon, we got Andrew Willis, and we got Brashard Owen for the next for the next 3 shows, Sunday shows. So those are big can't miss shows for sure.
Yeah.
I didn't even say this though. This kind of goes into what I've been talking about Chicago. Like Chicago's been playing well. And they've been in games thick and through for most part. They got blown out a couple times, but this kind of goes to why I say the goaltending for Chicago is the massive reason they're in the position that they are. Because if you look at their stats, their goals for and their goals against are exactly even.
Yeah.
So that tells me that the Chicago Blackhawks are not scoring as much as you would think they are. Teams are just not scoring at a high clip, I guess, against Chicago because of the goaltending.
Yeah, their goaltending surprisingly has been much better than expected. Same with the Avalanche.
And I knew Spencer. Spencer Knight was a great pickup for them. He really was. Spencer Knight is a great goalie. Soderblom.
That was almost there.
Soderblom, in my eyes, is not that good, in my opinion. Yeah. He's played well, but Soderblom is not that good. Soderblom was the goalie that we played last year when the Blues made that comeback.
Yeah.
It was like we were down what were we down 5-2 in the third period, and we came back and won.
No, Rutherford has basically told me no a couple of times. I mean, he says yes, but then when I try and set it up, he never responds. So I just and then he stopped following me, so I can't message him anymore. I might try and do something in January or February. I might try and do something during like the guys that are like following the Blues every day during the Olympic break, I might try and work on getting them in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Thomas saved. I think he saved that potential goal there.
Mm. Yeah, Thomas got a stick in there on Bedard. And
oh, and they lost that last game, but God, that Hugh McGinn goal was a thing of beauty. That Broberg and Broberg and then Fabry to
yeah,
McGinn for his goal was beautiful goal.
yeah.
Huh. Wow, how was that not a trip? I cannot believe that's not a trip, unless he toe picked. But
Matt Lowe says, "Oh wow, you're way ahead of me."
oh, did
If
you
that's
just
the
see
trip
it
you were talking about,
on Mayu?
no, somebody tripped right at the blue line.
Yeah, Mayu.
I'm at 1703.
Oh yeah, I'm ahead of you for sure. Yeah, the Mayu one is what I was talking about. Mayu carried it in and then got tripped. It was a no call.
Yeah, well, this is saying I'm live, so I'm as far up as I can get. So you're just ahead of me. Nothing I can do about it. All right. Da da da. I mean, this feels like a heavyweight fight. They're just they're trying to figure each other out to land that heavyweight punch, to land that right hook. Shots are 4-0 this period. Blues have cannot lay back like this. Got to get a shot on that. Got to get a real shot on that. Oh, Neighbor. There's a shot on that. Oh, Neighbors got hit with that. Oh, Neighbors is hurt. No, he didn't go in the back though. He just took a stinger, I think.
Yeah, it's a stinger. He's not. He's still on the bench. Yeah, just
Yeah, and he's
Colton
not.
Borrego slap shot. I mean, I'm not getting paid to take one of them.
Is it a heavyweight or just two mediocre teams playing equally? Well, it could be. Oh, yeah, that might even count as didn't even count as a shot. Got him on the back of the knee.
What a pass by Thomas though on that play though.
Yeah,
Again, to Boosh.
yeah,
Tell you, man, the man's playing well right now. That's huge though. That's big.
Get a cycle on. Get one cycle on. Nope. Oh, maybe.
Cam Flower. How do you possibly mess up Cam Fowler? Cam Flower. Jesus Christ. I mean, I'm 100% convinced that they purposely pronounce things wrong. I get you make mistakes, but they do this. They do it multiple times in a game.
Oh, that was close.
And
almost
it's like
tipped
this.
it in.
And it's like the same player that they'll do the same pronunciation for the same player.
Yeah. And
a couple
what's
times.
really bad with some of this is if you go for these guys have access to the NHL media site, right? If you go to the
Mhm.
team, they have pronunciation for every single player. Every single player.
Yeah.
And now look, I don't go on it enough to do that. But you can go listen to it. And I screw players' names up all the time, so we know that.
Well, no, and yours is just, and like names they're hard to pronounce. They're not easy. Like they're not easy names. But Fowler, and I get how you can confuse it because flower, you just put an L in front of the O, but like flower, that just seems intentional to me. Like when I say like they mispronounce it, I say that they're doing it intentionally.
Yeah,
that's what it sounds like. They really like hone in on like the players and the teams, and then they say like names and don't sound. Oh my goodness, what a hit! Oh my god, dude, that sequence right there. If you just wait, oh my god, that's nuts.
Oh, Fabry, almost there. It's mellow. It's not Mayu. I think, right? I don't remember now. Is it Mayu?
Mayu, Mayu, or mail you, or it's like I just say Mayu, but you can say mail you, but I mean why say that when I can just say Mayu?
I'm gonna listen to it right here. I'm gonna listen to it on the.
It's probably mail you.
Mayu.
So I was right. Mayu.
Can you hear that? Can you hear that? Did you hear that?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Yeah.
So I was right. Mayu.
Yeah, Mayu. Logan Mayu.
Yeah, Mayu. See? Don't correct me, guy. Or not you, but whoever said that. Yeah. I lost my train of thought while you were talking about.
That doesn't. Well, I lose my train of thought every moment. So.
Well, no. What we were talking about pronunciations, but
yeah. The L is silent, you baboon. Ryan Green just called me a baboon. Tad Dieterman, Shane Delbert, Guido, Jason Nichols, Chris Chucky, a name I don't recognize and think it's fake. Lance Scott, Sharon Spinks, John Hefter, or Stephen Glass. There's another one that I can't see. Thank you so much for putting your thumbs in the air. Appreciate it. I don't even want to go. I'm not even going to say it.
Facebook?
Say again?
What is this? Facebook or YouTube?
On what? Facebook.
The name that you can't pronounce.
If you go, I know you can't say it's on Facebook, and it's it looks like an Arab name. If you go, on our screen, I don't know if you can see it. It's at the top. There's how many people are watching and how many hearts in that. Do you see that on your screen? If you move your mouse over the number, it shows you the name.
Well,
I don't know.
It'd be pretty easy if I had a mouse, but I don't have a mouse. Remember, I don't have my laptop up.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, it'd be fantastic if I had a mic.
Holler with a good shot there. Yeah, it's SHAHUL, and the second name is ALUGAL, and I've never seen this person before, so.
Yeah, I mean, usually you have to work, but if they're not spamming, then it might be okay.
Yeah.
Don't be discriminatory, man.
Well, if they're sometimes on Facebook, you get some of that stuff. So if I don't know them or if it's not something that I would regularly, and they never put anything in the group, they never made a comment or anything like that.
Oh, yeah. I don't even
Aaron
see.
Mills, that
I don't
was
even
another
see
one
what
of the
you're
guys.
talking.
Oh, good save. Joseph has done such a. I mean,
Oh,
he changed his game so much this
oh
season.
man. Tell you what, there's that goaltending that we've been talking about with Spencer Knight. I think Spencer Knight's in the net for them.
Oh, oh, a couple good. Wow, they're getting the shots now.
Yeah,
That was like three
it's
shots
been
right there.
yeah, that's Spencer Knight, I think. It's disappointing too, though. I'm not really paying attention to the announcing in this game, but I'm just so tuned out. Anytime they have a national broadcasting game, I
Yeah,
I, I just
I've
tune
got
out.
it. I've got it just low enough that I can hear it, but it's not to where like I'm paying attention to it. I'm paying attention more to you in the game.
Mhm.
Yeah, John saying, Justin, you weren't here for the BS. There was a period where I was getting what do you call it, trolled really really bad, and
Mhm.
had some guys saying they were other people and things like that. So I'm really
Yeah.
really close on that.
I understand that for sure. I just you know better than I do. I'm just it's good that I'm not
Yeah,
it's good that I'm not seeing it's it's good that I'm not seeing like any spamming or nothing. That's
yeah,
all I care about.
yeah.
Did you see it yet? There we go. Justin. Woo!
Justin Buccaneers 3-1 Blues.
Oh wow, he barely.
Fuck
Wow,
yeah.
that's a short side. It's weird. He gave up a little bit too much angle on there. Not much though. Kind of hit him, I think, and rolled in the net short side. But Spencer
Oh
Knight's been
my
good for them. That's the
goodness.
reason this game is
Holy fuck.
close.
That's a great shot. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness. What a great shot. I mean, there was almost no hole there.
Mhm.
No hole. And he found the only spot.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Good goal by Justin Falk. Way to battle back since they got the Chicago goal. Chicago came out a little hot in the second period, and then Blues have kind of taken it over here in the last couple minutes.
Yeah. Shots are now 8-6 in favor of St. Louis. At one time it was 4-0 in favor of Chicago. And the score is now 3-1 Blues.
I'll be
Country.
completely honest with you, guy. And I said it to you before. I'll be completely honest. Shots to me, I don't care if you have. We saw it in against Ottawa that we had one shot, in the first period. So, and we won the game. So I don't really put too much into shots. You can get shots from anywhere.
Yeah, I get it.
It's the quality of chances that you get, and the St. Louis Blues have had the quality of the chances in this game. Big goal by Justin Falk. That's needed for him, considering I'm sure he was a blast factor in the last game because Stamkos's third goal went off of him, so I'm sure
Yeah.
he got blamed for that,
Oh, I know. You know he did.
which is a joke because like it's a poor bounce. I mean, what are you gonna do?
Yeah. How about not let Stamkos get in the middle of the ice wide open, That would have been what they should have been talking about. They're talking, by the way, they are talking with Kelly Chase. I know a lot of you have been telling me that. I've got it really low, so I can't completely hear Chase. I've heard him talk a little bit. Devo is due. Yeah, I kind of agree with that.
Well, he almost had that one in the first period.
Yeah.
I think. Let's see. I don't know. I would assume that Bukestad and Torpchenko are probably the most closest to coming back. If I'm to take a guess,
Bookstad's probably the closest.
yeah,
Well,
Bukestad
he's
is the
out 5
closest.
days. He's out 5
Yeah.
days, right?
So yeah,
Well,
he's
I
probably
think
the closest.
well, maybe actually I would think that Torpachenko would be probably the
Yeah,
closest.
that's what I'm thinking. But I'm thinking, well, 5 days, 5 days is just 5 days. That doesn't mean that they play in those amount of times.
Yeah.
So we're kind of in it, but yeah, I kind of figured Bukestad would be out a little bit. I didn't know the extent of it, but yeah, he did catch that elbow from Zadorov in that
Yeah.
Boston game. And like I'm agreeing with you that I can understand why they didn't call it.
Yeah.
Because he was kind of falling down, but there was contact with the head, so it kind
Yeah.
of should have been looked at. So
I agree that it should have been looked at, and that's fine. And they didn't. I didn't see anything about him getting fined or anything. We talked about that, but yeah, and it was. I think that was just a case of him falling down in that area. But and I don't think he stuck his elbow out. I think it was just. It wasn't like he did this. He didn't.
no,
chicken
yeah,
wing.
it wasn't well, it wasn't egregious. It was just two guys fighting over a puck.
Look, yeah.
Um,
So if he chicken wings it, then yeah, I could have seen that. But he didn't
unfortunate.
chicken wing it. Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunate. But I mean,
he's on a minimum of 5 days because that's concussion protocol. So you have to go through steps. If you fail a step, you go to the next step, right? And it becomes longer period. So now he's got to wait 5 days before he can go back and do the test again. So, but I'm thinking with Torpachenko, with the burns, that there's a chance that he could be back quicker. Right?
Yeah, yeah, we'll have to see because I can't remember. It's been a couple games now, so I mean, obviously burns are burns, so they don't feel good. But I got to imagine that he's probably on the cusp of getting close.
Yeah. Because with the burns, I mean, you put the cream, like with the sunburn, you put the cream on a couple of days. Now his burns are 2nd-degree burns, not 1st-degree burns, which most sunburns are. But so he probably had some blistering, and that blistering might take a little bit while for them to get that off. But that's what it sounds like. So scalding burns usually lead to blistering. So I mean, that's what I think.
Yeah, I think, but those two guys are probably the closest, and then you have the Snuggeroods out, and then you have Kairu's a question mark because Kairu's a week-to-week basis. But just and that's another thing. That's one stance I'm not going to change. It may not be the most egregious thing that I've seen, but that Ottawa guy most definitely wanted to do that.
Yeah.
So there should have been action taken on the Kairu one.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. I really do. I really do agree with you on that one completely. Oh, by the way, good haircut, man.
Thank you. At least someone noticed it.
Yeah. Ryan Green did.
Oh,
right.
Thank you. Thank you, Ryan.
And then he says, can you convince Guy to get one? I'm getting one on the 23rd. I have an appointment set up.
Yeah.
We all
What's up?
No, Jason just put a comment, said I love Chaser, and I'm saying, well, I love Chaser.
Yeah. How can you not, dude? But yeah, appreciate it, Ryan. Yeah, I got the haircut out. Like I said, at least someone noticed.
Yeah.
Had it for a couple days now.
I think you should. I think you should have taken your beard down a lot more. Taken the bush out of it. You know what I mean? It's kind of bushy. Taking it to where it's more thin it down, right? You instead of shaving it, but thin it down. Take some of the bushiness out of it.
She did take off quite a bit. It's not as bushy. I think it's just a lot of. I think it's like full down here.
Yeah.
But yeah, I didn't mind. I didn't mind that. I don't like going clean shaven. Just not for me. So put it this way, this looks a lot better than what it was.
Yeah. Well, if you look, most military guys either have a beard or a goatee or a goatee, especially when they get out, because you have to shave every day or do it all that. So yeah, as soon as I got out, man, I went straight for the goatee. And I didn't cut my hair for 2 years. I had really long hair for a while.
Yeah.
I mean, really long hair. I could put my hair in a ponytail. That's how long it was.
Yeah, I'm well, I'm not going to say anything yet, but maybe I'll touch on it after the game or something.
What?
None, just something that I'm observing. Nothing groundbreaking, but I kind of want to see how this game finishes before I make my statement, before I piss off everybody.
Yeah.
Mayu's had a good game already. So
yeah. I haven't heard McGee's name much.
No, well, I think, but that's kind of the issue with the injuries is the Blues are kind of in a struggle spot right now. Yeah, they were inconsistent with the actual guys in the lineup, but right now they have 5 active, ready NHL players out of the lineup. Yeah. But they have the problem is their bottom 6 is filled with 2 or 3 AHL guys.
Yeah.
So it makes it very hard for
minutes. He's only played 5 minutes so far, so
yeah.
You know,
well, it makes it very difficult.
Yeah, 9 shifts and 5 minutes of play. So yeah, you're not going to hear his name that much.
Well, and the thing is, you have that. Like I was saying, when you have a bunch of AHL guys on the team, yeah, that's great. They're playing bottom 6 minutes or bottom 6 minutes, but like you're running into the chemistry factor. You're pretty much only having 2 lines that have good chemistry together. So it makes it hard when it comes time for depth when you need it. Yeah. But I will say, Matt Luff has a goal in this game. Fabry's contributed in this game. Yeah. So it's working. I was not all that surprised that Kaskamaki got sent down. I'm not saying he was terrible, but I wasn't incredibly impressed.
I didn't know he got sent down.
Yeah, he got sent down to Springfield. I wasn't entirely impressed with his run, for the short time it was. Obviously he's a young guy, I guess. I don't know how old he is, but he just didn't impress me, and he didn't have the chemistry with his line mates. It felt like.
Yeah, I get.
But you're gonna deal with that though. So, but not bad. Matt Luff's been pretty good. He's been kind of invisible at times though. But I mean, that's going to be expected when you have a bunch of AHL guys.
Holden beautiful. He looks rough. Hopefully he gets better, man.
Yeah. Like the I don't know what they call those type of hats. I like the hat though.
Oh, it's a golf hat, but I can't remember what it's called. Yeah. It's more
yeah, I can't remember what those hats are always called. I never always forget them because a lot of people. I feel like a lot of Irish.
Yeah.
Like people wear them.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can pull that. I kind of wonder if I could pull off. I wonder if I could pull off a cowboy hat type of look.
I think you could.
I think I could too. I'm interested to see because for me, I think my mom would hate it, but I honestly, I'm like, I don't think I'd look that bad in a cowboy hat if I'm honest. But we had just a little bit of story time when I had the intermission here. We had our ugly Christmas sweater day today
Yeah.
for work, and my president was today that I don't have an ugly sweater, so I just told everybody that they had their ugly sweaters on. I said, well, I don't need an ugly sweater. I'm already ugly enough. So
Yeah.
that got a good chuckle tonight or today. So,
I would have said I would have said the only ugly sweater I would have thought of wearing would be a Blackhawk jersey.
yeah, there you go. Well,
Couldn't do
see
it.
that would work if most of my coworkers like sports, which I cannot believe most of them don't. So I'm like the only hockey guy outside of maybe one or two, but they don't follow it as in depthly as I do. But yeah, it was a fun time. I'll tell you what, guys, some interesting stories. Interesting stories. You hear some interesting things. Wow, that sounded so dismissive. You're like, stop talking.
I know.
Man, I wonder.
Hockey's too boring. How is hockey boring? Hockey is probably the least boring sport.
Who said that?
Aaron Nels, he says, yeah, it sucks. All my coworkers hate hockey. They say it's too boring. If you think hockey's boring, you're not paying attention.
Hockey is like the most
with a lot of sugar. If I don't want it, I tell them no, thank you. I'm already sweet enough.
Hockey is by far the most exciting sport of the top four. I mean, it's nonstop action. I mean, I would love to hear what your coworkers think the most exciting sport is. Because if they say something like baseball, we're gonna have a problem.
Yeah, no, I would think.
Oh wow, Holloway's getting in a fight. Oh my goodness.
Oh wow, yeah. Fight.
Oh damn, Holloway pissed.
Oh yeah.
He grabbed him. He grabbed him and
Holloway with the overhand.
He grabbed as soon as he got him down on the ground though, he like grabbed him like 3 times and like slammed him on the ice. He was not happy.
Oh, he backchecked. He put Murphy right into the glass from behind.
That's okay. Get a little sandpaper.
Get the extra. I wonder if he got the extra. I don't think so.
Damn. I was kind of weird with his positioning right there. I'm like, is Holloway a lefty? Is Holloway? No, Holloway. Oh yeah, I guess he is. Yeah, he is a lefty.
He's what? Yeah, lefty. Yeah.
I forget. Well, because for me, for the longest time. Right, well, for the longest time.
Oh, they only gave Holloway the major.
Huh?
That's all I'm seeing. Oh no. Okay. On the thing, it hasn't shown the other.
Oh, okay. You're like scaring the shit out of me. Like what? Yeah. No, I see 5-on-5.
Yeah. On the official score sheet, they haven't put the second player on there yet. Oh wow! Oh, way to go!
Yeah. No, I was because guy. What's weird is because Tyler Tucker, he's a left-handed guy too. But when people fight, they use the right hand. Yeah. That's the first time I've seen a player take a left-handed stance, like Holloway did right there. All right, it's not the first time I've seen it, but it's the first time in probably a long time I've seen a Blues player take that approach. Good play, Holfer.
Ryan Green says it was kind of a white boy fight. I don't care. It was still good.
Yeah, it was kind of like a girl fight.
Yeah. Girl fight.
But
Murphy with the major. They finally put it on the board. Shots are 10-9 in favor of Chicago this period, but the Blues got the only goal with 3:05 to go in the period. At least that's where I'm at. Justin might be you may be a few seconds ahead of me.
Yeah. Yes, sir. But you notice how it changes though, Guy. We were talking about the announcing in this game. I haven't paid too much attention to it, but I am kind of hearing it. Like I have it high enough to where I can hear it a little bit. It's kind of funny how things change. The dynamic changes. Like they're not really kind of giving the gawk to Bedard.
Yeah.
They changed their tune, and I wish that these guys would know how to balance it out in a way where they could talk about both teams and make them both sound, valuable, in whatever way that they can, despite how one may be playing and how one's playing and how the other one's playing.
Yeah.
They should equal them out.
Yeah. So Shockey says, and I didn't hear this, but they really effing apologized to Chicago fans for talking to Chase. And yeah, that's not right, Hey, Shock Man, I didn't understand your messenger message.
Was he asking for meat pics? What?
Yeah, Shockey sent me a Facebook message, and I didn't completely understand what he was saying. So,
Shockey, stop talking shit, bro.
Say again?
I said, Shockey, stop talking shit, bro.
No, it's not. It was something else.
I know. I'm just kidding. I saw your post though, Shock Man. I saw the looks like the boys had a successful fight or wrestling match.
Yeah, that was Curtis. Curtis won both of his matches at a higher weight than what he is.
And he's
118, and I think he fought at 126. Or actually, I might have that wrong. Wow. I think he fought at a much higher weight than he is. And he just bowled him over, man.
Well, I think he said one of them was 19 seconds. I think he won his second one. I thought he said 19 seconds.
Yeah, he did it really quick.
Good, Congratulations. And a great poke by Broberg, by the way. Not to throw it off again, but Blackhawks don't get a shot. Bedard doesn't get a shot on because Broberg with a poke. Broberg had Holloway
he won his second match in 12 seconds. Just boiled the kid right over.
There you go. Does Bedard has an assist on their goal? Yes, he does.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll be honest because I haven't noticed him really at all in this game. If I'm completely honest.
Yeah, he got the
outside. He had some point. He had a lot of points in the last game against St. Louis, but outside of that game, in the Michigan goal, Connor Bedard's been kind of a ghost against us.
Yeah. Against the Blues, yeah.
I see these highlights all the time, and it's weird how it goes because you look at guys like Clayton Keller who are Blues killers, but then you look at other star players and you're like, oh, well, the Blues play them pretty well, like Connor McDavid and Connor Bedard. The Blues seem to always play those guys really, really well, but they can't beat Clayton Keller. So. Yeah. There we go. That's
a good second period.
Hey, well, look at that. One thing before all the negativity stands, guess what? The Blues, they went positive in the second period. Holy shit.
Yep. Good solid performance so far. I like what I'm seeing. They're playing with some intensity. They're playing. I mean, they got outshot that period 11-9. I'm okay with that.
But
20-17 for the game, but they score the only goal. Holloway with the fight. There's only been one penalty. Kirby Doc, right?
yeah,
Is it Kirby Doc or?
yeah, Kirby Doc.
Because it's spelled with a C. So Colton Doc with the penalty and a fighting major. Blues don't score on the power play. That was in the first period. Other than that, it was it was a fresh 20 minutes, a solid 20 minutes. It was 5-on-5 for 20 minutes. And it was good hockey. It was good hockey. It was good, solid play. Kelly Chase got some national attention. They're raffling off that. I've seen the Lamborghini. I saw it at the home opener. It's a really nice car. $100 for a ticket. I forget the site that you can go to auction it. I'm sure if somebody knows it, they can put it out there for you. Overall, I don't know if we want to cover the stats. What we will do before we get into the stats, we will talk about upcoming shows. I will Justin talk about the next one, and then I'll talk about the two after that. Justin, it is all you, my friend.
All right. I'm excited about this one. I set this one up. I reached out to her. I think she does great work. But Jordan Deacon from ESPN 101 St. Louis, I'm sure you've seen her covering the pregame, postgame for the St. Louis Blues. She does a lot of great things. Her catchphrase is, Deke's Peak. That's her whole gimmick, her whole shtick. She does a lot of great work alongside Alex Ferrario in that department for the St. Louis Blues. So we're going to have her on this Sunday at 7. And I say 7, Guy, because that's my confirmation to you. It's okay. 7. It's the show should run about an hour and an hour and a half. An hour or an hour and a half. Sorry. But yeah, she does some great work. I'm really excited to have her on. I don't know how much Guy is in the know of how who Jordan Deacon is. Guy, if you want to fill people in on your knowledge of her.
No. I know her a little bit, not as much as you do. Again, because I don't have the ESPN. I don't get it. I don't have a chance to listen to it like everybody else does. Guy, do you have? You know what? My questions are always organic. And I think I always like more. If you have set questions. So the first time I ever did an interview, I had set questions. And the problem with that was, and everyone told me to do that. Well, the interview only lasted 30 minutes. And it's probably the biggest interview I've had. And it was my shortest one. And it was by far not anywhere near my best one. And that was with Grant Fuhr. Since then, I kind of made the questions go away and let things go
organic. You want
flow.
Yeah.
Right?
You want things. Sorry, go ahead, guys. No, I just was saying because I want to buckle them, and I haven't done this. This is going to be the first time that I get to do interviews alongside Guy, and I get his point. I do think that set questions, it's kind of like an interview almost, like for a job interview, like when they ask you set questions, right? It seems like it's always in an allotted time. It doesn't feel like it's that long in theory, but like if you let things go naturally and organically, you get a better conversation, and it's not set to a standard to where, oh, well, I'm thinking of this question, because generally when you think of questions like set questions, they're not heavily detailed. Most of the times they're very basic and generic. So it makes the guest give you generic answers. I feel if it's organic, then you have a banter between each other.
Yeah. And so that's why I kind of go that way. I mean, I ask some generic questions off, tell us about yourself. How'd you become a Blues fan, or how'd you get involved with the Blues, or, things like that. I always do this for someone from St. Louis. Where'd you go to the high school? That one. But, other than that, it's more to let it go. And not only that, when I have set questions, that takes you, when I'm saying you, the viewer, out of the interview. I do live interviews. I want your questions, but I also want to make sure that your questions are not that they're along the lines of what we're talking about. So when I'm talking about the what we're doing the interview, if you put a question out there that's in left field, I'm not going to show it. Right? So you got to understand that. Let's have fun with the interview, and let's talk to her and get some and who knows, maybe we'll get lucky and get Alex Ferrario on, All right, if she enjoys her time with us, maybe she'll tell Alex and say, hey Alex, contact these guys, they'd like to have you on for an interview. Right?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure. But so that's our upcoming Sunday show. Jordan Deacon, ESPN 101, St. Louis. You've probably seen her. Guy, I know you say you don't have ESPN, you don't listen to it or whatever, but I don't know. You can have it on Facebook and all that. Like most of them is on Facebook. She'll do the the pregame, the postgame, and talk about upcoming Blues games. So that's mostly where I see her. I don't listen to the radio all that much, but I see her on the Facebook's, the ESPN 101 St. Louis account. But let's get into your second interview here that we're
on December 21st, and I will set the time. I don't have it yet. We will be having Andrew Willis, from a writer from the Hockey Writers. He was with somebody else, and I forgot Last Word on Sports, I think, and he moved over to the Hockey Writers. Talked to him a while. You see him put some stuff in the group. He's going to come on the 21st, and we're going to have him talk some Blues hockey, get his opinion on things, maybe create a new fan of the show. And then on the 28th, this is the one that I'm most excited for at the moment. Prashard Owens. Say again?
I said no offense to our other guest.
No offense to our other guest, none at all. Prashard Owens, the anthem singer. I think that this is going to be a lot of fun. Can't wait to see it.
He's I think they're showing the absolute chaos that is the Vancouver and Wild trade. Oh yeah, this is another topic. The Stadium Series jerseys that released.
I haven't seen them.
You're gonna see them in a minute when they show them right there.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm not a fan. I'll be honest. I'm not a fan. If I'm honest, and I think that was the general consensus.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm excited. Prashard Owens he's fantastic. I'm really excited to see kind of how he got started. Taking the place of Charles Glenn. Did he get to meet Charles Glenn? Was this kind of like a passing of the torch kind of thing? Yeah. Because it's spectacular. Very rarely do you get a opportunity where you have such a legendary guy in Charles Glenn. Leave, and then you get another banger right afterwards, and Prashard Owen. Both of them absolutely excellent.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I've tried to get Charles Glenn, and I might push back and see if I can continue to try and get him. I would really like to have him on there. I remember, and I cannot remember his name, and guys can shoot me. Chicago had an absolute amazing, I think his name was Wayne Messmer, baritone, bass voice, big, deep baritone voice, for a white guy too. And he actually at one point, so something happened in Chicago, and this happened in the early 90s. He got shot in the throat, I think. And Chicago ended up like hiring somebody else to be their guy. And when he came back, he came back for like one time, and then they didn't have him back. St. Louis hired him to do a Chicago Blackhawks game in St. Louis. Right? I remember that. That was back in like the 90s. Maybe somebody else remembers that. That was kind of cool. But no, I think that Prashard has done a good job. I know some people don't like him, and that's fine, but I think I did not see the jerseys for the Stadium Series. I kind of missed it. I was looking out this way, so hopefully they show them again, or I can see them on.
I'm interested. Sorry, I got to cut you off because I'm interested now. Where did you see that? Where did you see people not liking Bouchard? I actually haven't seen this.
Ryan Green right here says, I'm not going to lie. Anthem singer, I mute because I don't think he sings it very good. He says, love the national anthem, but not everyone can sing it, in my opinion. And kind of I get you. I think he sings it good. But
it's a hard song. It's a hard song, but I think for a guy like Ryan, in all respect, I agree. I accept your opinion, and that is your opinion. But I've heard some other national anthemists or whatever singers from different teams, and you should be lucky that we have Bashard Owen because some of them are horrendous. So, like I said, I respect your opinion, but he is definitely up there for me for one of the better ones.
And here we go. Those are the jerseys, right? I will say this. Boston, I'm okay with. I kind of like the Bruin, being a Bear. I'm okay with that. I don't like Tampa Bay. I think just the TBL, you got to do better than that for me, right? That I would hope for something better out of Tampa for that.
For me, I'm not. I'll be honest. Like it's not. I guess I've seen a lot of bad ones, but I'm not really connecting with any of them. I don't really care for the Boston one, and I like the Bear, but I feel like they could have done something a little better. And the Tampa Bay one, the color scheme with the dark green or the dark blue, and then with the light blue, I think the only thing that makes it for me with the Tampa Bay, the TBL just being on there, is the little lightning strikes that they have there. Those are that I will say is very cool. I will say that for me is cool. But I think both jerseys could have done a better job.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. My goodness.
Oh, they're showing them more in detail, guy. If you want to, they're kind of. Well, no, they're showing like the up close and personal view.
Yeah.
I guess the color scheme does.
The restroom. I'm gonna take out real quick.
Okay. But the jerseys for me, honestly, just they don't hit it for me. I feel like, I just feel like they could have done something way better. Honestly, when I look it up close, like the dark blue and the light blue, I guess it's not terrible in my mind. You would think a color scheme like that would be a little weird, but I just, for me, the Tampa Bay one kind of looks like very Temu-ish, kind of like very not high quality almost jersey. But I will say the one positive about the Tampa Bay one is I love the lightning strikes that go through the TBL. But as for the Boston one, I do like the Bear aspect to it, but I don't think it's a hit in my mind. I feel like I've seen so many yellow Boston jerseys, and I understand why they do it, but I just feel like they could have done something so much better. But let's see. Actually, trying to think about what I wanted to look at. Well, while we wait on Guy, I actually want to go over the out of town scoreboard, as we say. And there's only 2 games tonight in the NHL, so not much to cover. But obviously the Blues up 3-1, and the Mammoth and the Seattle Kraken are tied 0-0 after the first. So that is your out of town scoreboard. Your short-lived out of town scoreboard.
Good job, man. Good job. Yeah. Colors for Tampa are cool. I just think they could have done better. I kind of agree. I do like the lightning, but just the letters across. I don't mind the rain. Ryan also says, I never like lettering going across. Rangers, for example. But at the same time, and I get that, but I really did like the STL.
Mhm.
going across for the Winter Classic jersey, right? I really did like
Well,
that.
say you mean St. Louis, you mean?
Or St. Louis, yeah, the
Yeah,
St.
St.
Louis.
Louis. But
The only change I would have made to that jersey, the only thing I'd have done to that jersey was semi-impose the arch on it,
well,
like the St. Louis
and
was going across it.
yeah, well, and I agree with you on that one. I was talking to somebody. I got slack for this. Someone was ranking these in the Winter Classic years, and they had the St. Louis that one that you're just talking about, the St. Louis one,
Mhm.
was ranked in awful. I'm like, no. Like, there's no way. They had the Minnesota Wilds 2022 Winter Classic one where they played us
Yeah,
above that. I mean, it wasn't ranked high, but it was ranked above ours, and I have ranked above the St. Louis one, not the one that we played it using them against them. But
yeah.
they had that one ranked. I'm like, I'm sorry, but I think the Blues have hit a absolute grand slam on every single one of their Winter Classic jerseys. I don't think there's a bad one in my mind.
I kind of agree with you on that. I do. I don't have the second one. I have the first two, or the first and the third. I don't have the second one. But I do think that for the most part, I think in some of a lot of the rankings I've seen, the Blues Winter Classic at home, the one in Busch Stadium, that one usually ranks really high.
Oh,
Right.
it does. It does. Well, in the one the cream color one, that's pretty like like not the St. Louis one, but the other cream one with the Blues logo on it. That one ranks pretty high too. But for me, when you're talking about Winter Classic, you're talking about something that represents your history. And, and I think the Blues do it perfectly. For me, I agree with you. I think if there's one criticism, I think the arch coming into that frame would have been amazing. But as for a jersey that encapsulates the Winter Classic moniker, St. Louis, I mean, how can you get more history than that?
Yeah.
I mean,
well, I forgot to tell you before you came on. At one point, we had 22 people watching us for a little bit. We had 19
really?
on YouTube. Yeah, we had 19 on YouTube, and then they all disappeared real quick.
Oh wow. Well, maybe it was me. Maybe it's me. Maybe I gotta just leave.
No, this was they left before you came in, long before you came in, but it was fun for a while. John Jeffrey, the name who need not be said. Ted Dieterman, Shane Gilbert, Guido, Jason Nichols, Chris Shockey, and so many more. Sharon Speaks, thank you so much. Lance Scott, thank you so much for putting your name up there with your heart, and we love you and thank you so much. I think you know who he who should not be named is.
Yeah. Yeah, that's actually interesting. You'll see in a minute, but Bedard showing some frustration on the bench there.
Yeah, I can see that.
All right, puck job.
Oh, you're a little ahead of me. I haven't seen it yet.
This is.
Oh wow, you're way ahead of me.
This is big. Oh really? This is a big period though. Hopefully the Blues can buckle down and not play passive hockey here.
Yeah, I'm trying to
keep their foot on the gas.
I'm live, so I'm at 1946, so you're probably about 10 seconds ahead of me.
Yeah, about 16.
Oh, I remember from when I said that to when you looked, there a couple of seconds went away. So you're about 10 seconds. What is yours? Say what yours is.
1910.
Yeah, you're about 12 seconds ahead. Oh, fuck,
Yeah.
just gave it up there. Come on, don't make them pay.
I mean, don't get me wrong. The Blackhawks are overseeding expectations right now. They're not as bad as they have been, but I'm sorry. Like, I get that we lost to these guys early in the season, and it had a lot to do with the goaltending. But I just, for me, I'm not seeing nothing particularly special, if I'm honest.
That John Hefner says that was a classic sweater with the arch on it. I have mine with Tarasenko on the back. I do too, and I love that arch circle jersey. I know I've been told, or at least I've heard. Ooh, now this is the Blues Blackhawks look like,
Well,
right?
and I want to say this guy because I know that's a fan favorite jersey because my dad likes that jersey too, the darker blue. I will say my prediction is the Blues are going to get a third jersey, and I think that they're going to go with a darker blue. I think they're going to go with that type of style of blue. If I'm honest, I really do. I
darker blue, but I don't think they're going to go with that same emblem, right? I might think
no, they might not.
Yeah.
But you see, the thing though is,
foot on the gas. I agree.
see, but the thing though is like if you do go with that darker blue and you don't use that logo, I kind of want I wonder what kind of logo they could possibly use that would make that look good because I feel like that logo is perfect with the color scheme.
Yeah, you could, you know what would work with a light blue like this, like what I'm wearing, the one on the yellow reverse retro one. That type of light blue on that, the contrast between the blue and blue. Might
I add though that
that's true. Shaki says I wouldn't mind one of the new logos. I tell you what, the STL, the way they've done it, or the fleur de lis, I would love to see one of those on a jersey, the front of a jersey.
Oh yeah, it'd be very cool. See, the thing is this is why, and obviously people are gonna say, "Oh, you're a homer, you're a Blues fan." So, what's up?
The nice McGing, really nice shot there.
Oh yeah, people are gonna say, "Oh, you're a homer, you're a Blues fan." So obviously you're gonna say the Blues jerseys are nice. For me, there's a lot of good Blues jerseys, and for me, there's a lot of people that don't like the Blues jerseys, but the way that the Blues have always done their jerseys, yeah, there's some misses in there. But the way that they do their jerseys with a color scheme like the Blues have, first of all, blue and yellow is probably one of the best color schemes in the league, if I'm honest. It's clean. It makes things pop. There's a lot of good color schemes in the league, but I think the Blues do the blue and yellow perfectly.
I know a lot of people don't like any of the jerseys that have the red in it. I do. And
I
there's
do
a
too.
jersey that I really like that most people hate.
Is it the
jersey, right?
The classic one or the reverse retro?
I like both of them.
Oh, I love both of them. Well, and might I add, guy, not to get off topic with the red ones, I like the red ones as well. I like the reverse one when they had it, and I like the classic one. But I loved the yellow one. I loved the yellow one they had on. I love that one too. It's unique. It's different. Very rarely do you see. The only team that really has done a full-on yellow look is the Predators.
Yeah.
So, and I think the Blues, in my personal opinion, did it better than the Predators did, and they only wore it for a year. So,
that's a good question. Was Pavarotti the last one to wear 56? And I don't know, but I can look it up.
56? Probably. Who was it? Pugliarvi?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. Been a long time.
I gotta there. You can look up team's history in numbers. If you give me a second, I should be able to pull it up.
Man, the Chicago Blackhawks have had a lot of icings in this game, like a lot of icings. Man, dude, I can't believe you didn't make a bigger deal out of that Fabry sequence, though. That was elite. I mean, he didn't score, so
trying to look at this number thing. So
no, I was talking. They were showing the replay of Fabry when he hit the guy into the bench, and then he got a shot on that, and he almost scored.
Yeah.
It would have been great. It would have been great if he scored, but it still was a great sequence nonetheless.
3 players have wore number 56. Can you guess who they? Well, you know 2 of them. Who was the third?
I couldn't. I couldn't even tell you, dude.
Right?
56. That's
Let's
not a
see if
number you
somebody
see
else
very
comes up.
often.
See if somebody else comes up with it. Actually, he's the person who wore this jersey has been on this show.
Oh, really?
Yep. Long time ago. I've had him on the show.
Oh, wow. Okay. I'm not sure. I'm drawing a blank because 56 is not a number you see very commonly. The only 56 that I know for sure is Eric Holla. And he's not even the Blues.
I'm gonna wait and see if someone comes up with it. We still have 6 people watching us. It says 7, but one of them is me. So
Well, thank you to the 6 that are watching.
mm.
Well, the Blues have done a good job. They've been the Blackhawks have not been able to get in the zone at all.
Yeah.
I mean, they're struggling mightily hard to get into the zone.
And then when they do, they're just dumping it away. So trying to get on the forecheck.
Blues they're being physical though, man. They're not letting this slip away.
Oh, that was a nice little stick move there. Magnus Travardi was the last one to wear it, but somebody wore it before him.
Yeah, Magnus Pajärvi.
Yep.
Man, them were the days, huh? Magnus Pajärvi. Jesus Christ.
Well, McGee's wearing it now, obviously, but there was one to wear it before both of them.
That was back in the Yori Terrible days, huh?
The Pavardi, yeah.
Yeah, Pajärvi, yeah.
Oh, Aaron got it. Very good. I wonder if he looked it up.
He probably looked it up.
Luvis Barcheco. And yes, I did have him on the show at one time.
Yeah, Aaron, let's not lie, buddy. You looked that up. It's okay. It's okay. I would have never got that in my lifetime. So good for you.
Yeah. Shot for the period are 3-2 in favor of Chicago, but the score has not changed.
3-2. Well, that's kind of surprising because they must have not been very high quality shots. Because
he goes, I never said I didn't.
Yeah, I was like, there's no way.
Yeah. I honestly didn't know that, but I knew Pacheco.
Yeah, like you know who the player was, but you just didn't know the number. I remember the number.
Yeah. Like there's very few players that have played for the Blues that I don't know that they played for the Blues. Like, and I can't think of her name now. The figure skater. She's married to a former Blue. She's Japanese American, and I can't remember her name.
I don't know.
I seen her here one time, and I looked at her who her husband was, and I immediately go, he played for the Blues. I know he did, and I had a chance in an interview with him, but we kind of got separated. I can't think of it now. Christy Yamaguchi.
Oh, yeah.
Her husband is a former Blue, and I can't think of his name.
Well, you can definitely tell that the Blues are ruining the narrative, man. They need the Chicago Blackhawks to get going.
Okay with that. Keep ruining it.
That's always what I say though. Like that's how it feels though. But as a fan of hockey in general, not just the Blues or the Blackhawks or anything, any team that you watch, that's not a good feeling when you're watching something. When my first instinct is, oh well, a team is ruining the narrative because they're playing well and they're beating this team. That's not a good thought if you're a hockey fan.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a great thought. I mean, if you're taking the narrative, if you're rooting for that said team that you're taking the narrative against, but it kind of ruins the aspect because then that kind of shows you that they didn't view these teams on equal level. They viewed this team up here and this team down here. But what do I know, Guy? I'm just a podcaster. What do I know?
So am I. I'm trying to find who her husband is. I know it. I know who he is, and I can't think of his name.
Brett
Brett Hennigan.
Hedican?
Yeah.
Hedican?
Yep.
Yeah.
Brett Hennigan. That's it. Yep.
Yes, sir. Yeah, he made his NHL debut in 1991 through 1992 for the St. Louis Blues.
Yeah.
Oh wow, what a save by Hofer! That was a weird shot.
Oh, you're
that would have been other.
Oh, they're showing a replay of it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That was a weird looking bounce. It like rolled up his arm. That would have been a bad bounce if that went in. Yeah. But the Blues have not been immune to bad bounces. They've gotten a bunch. Lowest team save percentage. The Blues are on that list. I'm shocked.
He was part of the Craig Janney trade, going to the Canucks.
All right. Well, it's looking like Guy Bensing's prediction might come true tonight. I don't know. Ew, Machen Marshman, Jesus, just coned everybody on the Utah Mammoth. That's a beautiful goal right there.
Oh yeah, that was sweet. That was sweet. Marchman, yeah, that was sweet. Shockey says I have his card. I don't know why I couldn't remember,
Marchman.
but I did.
Or you mean
Brett Hedican? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, so I went to a thing she did here in Hawaii, and as soon as I read her, I was like, I know he played for the Blues. I knew it, right?
Mm-hmm.
I might have to reach back out to him again.
Well, that's weird. I think the Blackhawks have a player called Ryan Green.
Yeah, they do.
That's weird.
They do.
Yeah.
They have a player named Ryan Green. Yeah. When Wendy's on and Green's on, he keeps saying that.
Mm-hmm. Well, hey, at least the Ryan Green in here beat the other Ryan Green to giving us a like.
Yeah.
The other Ryan Green probably wouldn't like a Blues podcast.
Probably not.
Sorry, we got the best Ryan Green.
I agree. I will agree with that.
Oh, people are pissed, and that baby is pissed.
Shots for the period are 6-3, favoring the Blackhawks, and the Blackhawks are now, for the first time, leading in the game 24-23 in shots.
Slot shot attempts 18-12 in favor of St. Louis.
For this period? Slot shot.
No, I think for the whole game.
That's for the whole game. I didn't hear slot. I heard shot. I thought you said shot attempts. I was like, that's a little low. Oh, Bushnevich, good stick there.
You're going to see this in a minute. Just watch. I cannot believe this. Yeah, I know. Did you see it?
Great.
Oh, my God.
Oh, what man. Great stick work.
Oh, my God. He had it too, man. Oh, my God. That was a goal. He absolutely. Oh my god, it hit the
No,
post. If that hit the post, it was in the net.
yeah,
That was a
yeah.
disgusting stick handle right there.
Thick stick handle, yeah.
It's out. Yeah, that was most certainly a goal if that puck didn't hit the post.
Well, 10 minutes to go in the third in regulation. Blues clear the puck. Chicago with an intentional offsides, but they play back.
Ew! Oh my goodness, guy.
What?
Nothing. You're gonna see it. Oh my goodness gracious! How does that not go in the net?
Oh, yeah, that was
Did you
McGee.
see? Yeah, did you see that? Look at
Yeah,
that play though.
wow. Nice play.
Ew! Oh my goodness!
Sides.
So one off the post and then the other off the post. That was such a quick shot
Oh,
though.
that was
McGing
Sonny.
dropped that.
McGing, yeah, McGing left that for Sonny. Nice move, McGing. That was sweet.
Sonny
And
with
Sonny got a good shot on it, just off the
yeah,
crossbar.
no hesitation. Yeah, no hesitation, just quick shot.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you can't say the Blues are holding off in this period.
No,
They've been aggressive.
not in the least bit.
This is big. Like I said, we talked about this in for the beginning portion that I was actually here for. We talked about this game was a game that the Blues needed to win.
I agreed. I completely agreed. I felt that way too. You know, it's a 4-point game, especially with them being ahead of you. Gotta really, really set a tone, and they have. And then the other thing is you gotta find your game. And this is late in the season. The fact that they haven't found their game concerns me. And hopefully, this next couple of games, because you've got 2 more games against divisional opponents, 2 more 4-point games coming up. If you can find your game in those, then you've got a chance. You've got to get above 500, plain and simple. Get above 500.
Yeah, I like I said, we've been talking about this inconsistent, play 2 good games and kind of lay an egg kind of thing. But I'm really curious to know what this team looks like after they hit over 500. If they can hit over 500, or like you said, get to 500, I'm curious to see what kind of momentum that gives them. The fourth line has been excellent. Well, thank you, AJ. I'm glad it took you till the third period to give us that analysis.
Yeah.
Blues needed to win.
I agreed. I completely agreed.
Give us that analysis.
Yeah.
What in the world are you doing?
I clicked on something and you came up, but I can't mute it. There you go. You were hearing that, huh?
Yeah. It's like, what in the world?
Crowd's getting into it. That's good to hear.
Yeah. About time. Pop me out for a minute, guy.
Okay, I can do that. Da 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 da. I am watching Justin's reaction. Hammer down. Dun 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 dun. Here we go.
You're watching my reaction. That's
Say
good.
again.
I said he said he was watching my reaction. That's probably
Yep.
good.
Sister JJ. That's Sister JJ.
Sister JJ.
Right.
Yeah.
We're having fun today. This has been a fun game. This has been a fun show. I like Lance coming on. Lance, coming on. I know he's dealing with health issues, and I appreciate him anytime he can. Lance is the only person that I will allow to come on without video. All right. And that's plain and simple. That's just because I know what's going on with Lance. I know who he is. I know he's not going to troll me. I know that. So I'm okay with that. And we'll go from there. And the show from the get-go today has just been a strong show. All right.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
I'm going to be 57 this year. Damn, man, pushing 60.
Who is Lance?
I got two 30-year-olds as daughters, man. That's hard to suck down.
It's hard to fathom that you're getting old.
I don't feel old. That's the thing.
Yeah. Yeah, the Hawks have about 26 shots in this game. Not I mean, a few, one hit off the post, a couple maybe I don't know how many they got off the post, but couple decent chances, but I mean nothing too incredibly challenging.
Yeah. They're behind in the period, so them leading, shots 9-3 for the period doesn't surprise me. But I do wish the Blues would get a little bit of offense going and try and get some down there.
Well, and the thing is, though, is
best show out there. Let's go Blues. Thank you, Aaron. We appreciate that.
The thing is, though, is they have 9 shots, but honestly, watching this to the eye test, it doesn't feel like that, though. I mean, and if it is, it
was probably the only really good chance they had.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, I mean, that was the only oh my god, they're gonna score chance. Everything else was just shot from the outside. Huh?
That doesn't even count as a shot.
Yeah, so I mean that was their best chance. I mean, outside of that, everything's been from to the outside, really. They haven't really got any grade A chances.
Yeah. To me, a post and the crossbar should count as a shot.
It should, just because it is part of the net.
Yeah.
So I think it should. Oh, we got an update here. The Utah Mammoth tied the game. All right, well, we have
tied at 1. Yep.
Yep, tied at 1. Now, I don't know if you saw the goal or not.
To go in the second.
Yep, and the Blues have about 5:57, I think, left in the third period.
Yep, 5:57.
So, yeah.
Now I'm at 5:50. I've jumped up a little bit. Oh! That's scary. Well, that's what I talked about. Not, being offensive, trying to play defensive. Now you're really, Bedard gets the turnover.
Yeah, I don't know what that looked like. I think it was I kicked it. Yeah, that was a good kick by him. Yeah, I think he won the face. I think he won the face off and he won it clean and it missed everybody. I think it missed Pareko. And then, went bounced off the board. Just, yeah. Yeah, Blues win the face-off, and then they won the face-off, and it came back to bite them somehow.
Yeah. You gotta, but now you gotta change it, and you gotta get your shots on goal, and you gotta put something. You gotta make puck luck. Make puck luck. You've let them back in this game. Now you got to make puck luck, and there's still plenty of time for you to make puck luck, right?
Mm-hmm.
Make puck luck. That's what it is. Make puck luck. Oh, fight. Scrum. Arm is in the air, so there are some penalties coming.
Bedard, please stop acting tough. You're not tough. Jake Neighbors would pop your fucking teeth down your throat so fast it's not even funny. Just skate back to the bench, buddy.
Bud. Easy with the language.
I mean, it's true. Jake Neighbors would pop his freaking chiclets out of his mouth so quick it's not even funny. So just go take a seat. Go take a seat, bud. Stick to skillful hockey. Stick to the
Oh, we get the penalty for roughing.
No, it's 4-on-4.
No, they got Bedard in the box too.
It's 4-on-4.
4-on-4. Well, with Bedard off the ice, it may favor us.
Yeah, but you can't get overconfident.
I'm not overconfident.
Yeah,
I think it helps.
My apologies to the adult audience for my language, but Jake Neighbors would pop Bedard's chiclets down his throat. So Bedard needs to just stick to being a superstar and not try and act like a tough guy.
Yeah. No, because
he's not a tough guy.
We try and watch the language here. We are rated at times, but we try and keep it down on the F-bombs. And I've gone off too. I know that.
That wasn't even me going off. I wasn't even angry. I'm just saying that he would have popped his chiclets down his throat.
That's why I felt the F-bomb was not necessary there. When you're angry, I get it, but yeah, so that's all. Shut up, guy. You're full of ass. That's for Matt Lowe. He's giving you some love there.
Yeah, I mean, until we get, I mean, I guess it's in the grand scheme. I try to minimalize it, but until we get a sponsor where that is needed, don't expect me to be all PG. So that's all I'm saying.
Remember, we had Tony Twist on here. He was full of F-bombs.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I think too much of it is a lot, and you shouldn't use it a lot. But like I said, this demographic we also have is old enough to where I'm not really that worried about it. And
but I do at times there are times when I know kids are watching. Right now, I don't think any are, but I know there's times when kids are watching.
Oh, here are the announcers. Oh, well, soon as we get Bedard on the ice, we're going to have arrested Bedard. Oh, my God. Shut up. I know. Jesus Christ.
They've been slobbing the knob of his stick for a while.
Just pathetic, man. Like, God, clean the substance from your mouth, man. Jesus Christ. Ew, Pareko. That was kind of sexy. I don't know.
39 seconds of 4-on-4.
I just don't like when they do that, if I'm honest.
Oh, man, they are all over Chicago. And he's an excellent skater and got back easily. I'm not deleting any comments, Ryan. I'm not deleting any comments.
Yeah, no, we don't delete comments here. We keep them
So
up in full, unless of course they're out of hand, of course.
here we go. 5-on-5.
Here we go. Bedard, a healthy Bedard. He's out.
And
He's
arrested
healthy.
neighbors too.
Hey, guy, get it right, man. They didn't say arrested neighbors. They said arrested Bedard. Okay.
That's
They
why
don't
I
care
said
about
arrested
neighbors.
That's why I said arrested neighbors.
And a neighbor we trust, man.
Yep. Like a good neighbor, Jake is there. Oh! Oh!
Ew. Oh my goodness.
How do you not bury that? Oh,
Think he
it's
hit
going to
the-
come back to bite us in the ass. Oh!
He hit the post. Oh my god, dude. Dude, and what a freaking pass by Robert Thomas.
Oh, I know. Got him.
Guys,
Fair breakaway. He's got to bury that. Empty net. Wow. 2
I mean-
minutes.
I mean, but then again though,
Oh, Broberg, fire the puck at the net.
but then again though, Chicago, he hit the post. So I mean, it's disappointing, but he would have scored.
Yeah.
But the Blues have had 3 posts in this period.
Yeah.
Well, they're not. Chicago's not in the zone, so hopefully
Yeah,
they
they
can.
can't.
What time
they
are you
can't
at right now?
tank either, because the Blues.
What time are you at?
119.
Okay. Oh yeah. Wow. Waited until 59 to get us synced up. Here we go. Bedard back on the ice. He's healthy.
Yeah.
God, man. Nice. He whiffed on the puck.
Come on. Oh, come away. Shoot the damn puck.
Nice, Pareko. No icing.
Oh,
no.
not icing. Not icing. Very nicely done.
I could see. I see the fact of shooting that puck. Holloway's on his backhand. I understand that he probably just didn't want to
Yeah.
have it be blocked. I understand what he
Yeah.
was trying to do. I get it, but
Icing with
Icing.
0.5 left.
0.3, or it has on there at
They're
least.
going to add 2 seconds or 2/10.
Oh my God, he hit the just barely,
Yeah.
barely.
I'm full of, yeah, just
Oh my God, dude. Oh, dude, he hit a double post. He hit the post and then the crossbar. Oh my God. Crazy, man. What a pass, though, by Thomas. Jesus Christ. Wow, man. Ooh, you know what? I could have seen, there could have been a penalty on that play right there. He slashed him.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's
I mean, that's a
exciting
nitpick.
game. Timeout Chicago. 0.08. So I thought I didn't. Wow,
They
get
added-
a lot of
they-
time back on
Yeah, they
that.
added 0.5.
Wow.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
real. Oh,
I
sorry.
thought it was.
They're-
I thought it was at 0.5. I thought
Yeah,
it was at
they're-
0.5.
Yeah,
Wow.
they're really
They
hyping-
gave enough time on that clock for them to get a shot off. At 0.5, they don't. At 0.8, they do.
Yep. What is happening here? All right, here we go. Come on, boys. Get the win here. I think Thomas is on the draw, I think.
No, Shin
No,
is.
Shin. Come on, boys. Get the win against Bedard. Yeah. Good win. Let's go.
Oh, Bedard's hurt. Bedard's hurt.
Stop the what? Stop the horn. Stop the horn.
Bedard's
Yeah,
hurt.
Bedard's. Yeah, Shin chucked his ass to the ice.
Yeah. They hurt him.
Man. Shin held no regard. I don't even think he went for that puck. He just chucked his ass down. Honestly, I don't even
hit him that hard.
Yeah, I don't even think it didn't even look like he hit him there. I mean, Shin is on his knees.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't. It looks like he just pushed off him.
I mean, granted, he might have jammed his wrist or something, but I mean, Bedard gains nothing from like selling it. I mean, what does he gain from selling it? I mean,
yeah,
nothing really.
Well,
So, I mean,
your 3 stars of the game, Justin.
Who are my 3 stars of the game?
Yep.
I'm gonna say, I want to be optimistic and say that. I'm going to say Logan Mailloux gets the 3rd star probably. I'm going to say let's see. Who was the game winner? Game winner was Falk. I don't know. This is kind of interesting because I can see them. I can see the 4 players. I can see them also giving it to Hofer, but Hofer really wasn't tested in this game, if I'm honest. So I mean, if I'm honest, I think Luff might even get one because he scored. So,
Aaron's 3 stars of the game are Guy, Justin, and Mailloux.
This guy gets it. This guy gets it.
My 3rd star is Thomas with 2 assists. 2nd star is going to be Hofer. That last goal doesn't take it away from me. I thought he had a good game. He ended up being 27-29, and my 1st star will be Falk with the game winner.
That's it. That's interesting because I would honestly, I guess I can see that the game winner. I honestly though, I feel like the 2 assists. I get that like it's because of assists that it wouldn't be the 1st star. But honestly, if I was to be fair, I think Thomas should be the 1st star, and I think Falk should be 2nd or 3rd with Hofer.
And I'm just going off what I'm looking at, what I kind of think they might go with. Sometimes these stars, you know, they're not based on the actual gameplay; they're based on other things. Okay, see, yeah, this is all ESPN there. The 3rd, God, I can't even believe I'm going to freaking say this.
They're going to give it to Bedard, right?
Yeah. 3rd star was Bedard. How? I mean, he had an assist. That's it. Already had 2 assists.
Oh, he had 2 assists. Yeah.
Right. Bedard. 2nd star was Mailloux, and now I'm trying Mailloux. And 1st star was Falk. No, you can't give Bedard.
First of all, okay. So this is where I have the issue, and I guarantee that you're going to agree with me on this one. And I get it. The Blues are the Blues, and you're going to say, "Oh, well, you're just a homer." How do you give Bedard a star over Robert Thomas, who won the game with 2 assists, the same amount of points that Bedard had?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the NHL playing favorites.
Thomas assisted on the game winner, right?
Yeah, that's ESPN playing favorites. That's exactly what that is.
Well, okay, so this was by the St. Louis media, but I don't know how much influence ESPN had on that. And I'm just being honest with you.
I don't know.
Right?
I don't know, but I'm sorry, but like I get it. I guess Bedard can get a star, but there's no way you make Bedard a star with the same amount of points that Thomas had. Yeah. Thomas had the same amount of points, 2 assists, no goals. Bedard had no goals, 2 assists. Like, how do you give the guy who lost the game a star over the guy who won the game?
Yeah. Good win for the Blues. Good win. They needed it over a team that's ahead of them in the standings. 4-point game. You've got to win these. What?
I was celebrating for the first time in NHL history. Guy gets a score prediction right. Give him a round of applause.
Oh, did I? Oh yeah, I did.
Yeah, you said
3-2. Yeah.
Yeah, you
I
said
got it
3-2. I was close. I was this close. I would have beat you out if Holloway scored that off the post goal.
Right. Yeah. You had 4-2.
I had 4-2. Yeah.
Right. We had fun tonight. It was a good game. Good show. Really good show. Right. Justin, let me say this to you, man. I have appreciated you coming on the show for me. I know we have had our moments where we've disagreed and we've had some tension in that, but the shows are fun with you here. I appreciate you when you do come. If you can't come, I understand, but when you are here, I do appreciate it. And I wanted to just say that to you.
Yeah, for sure. I enjoy doing it. I tried to get home, as quick and as safely as I could, so I can hop on. I'm glad I made it to the actual game. I was like, I may miss the pregame, but that's okay. I don't have to be here particularly for the pregame every time if I'm not. So.
No problem, man. I just wanted to say thanks for coming. So in the end, the Blues win 3-2. They are outshot 29-26. Chicago outshoots them 11-6 in the third period. However, the Blues did hit 3 posts in that period. Overall, the Blues were the better team from start to finish, I think, and they held on to the flurry. They ended up winning the faceoff battle 60% to 40%. They out hit them 30-19. I don't think they out attempted him. It was close. I think no, Blues did out attempt him by 1, I think. Could be wrong on that. And might have been even. Giveaways, they had 16, we had 12. They had 5 takeaways, we had 9. We blocked 13 shots, they blocked 11. I mean, for the most part, it was an even game, but I do think that the Blues beat it. And JJ says you got to continue to win. Wear pink. Sorry. E says bye guys. Dvorsky. I don't think I said his name. I don't even think I was saying his name. But
that was might add, that was the first game. That was the first game in my mind where we started to see the old Chicago-St. Louis rivalry. It has died off. It has died off for years now. That is the first game in a very, very long time where we saw the rivalry make its return.
I do feel like that. I'm with you. Why can't we play like that every game? I don't know. Maybe we will now. I honestly don't know. But it felt like that, while the stats are pretty close to even, it did feel like, the eye test that the Blues were in front the majority of the game. And well done. We got 13 people watching us.
I will say, I'm not going to be negative, but I will say, to my eye, the Blues were the better team in this game. Sorry, Wendy. Not sorry. The Blues, I want to preface this because the Blues this was not a Picasso win. This was not this was a good win. It was a good win, but I can think of a few other games this year that I liked a little better than this one. I thought that they played well in this game when they needed to. They got the 3 goals. They got the support. They didn't get the empty net. They had 3 posts. It could have been a lot worse, but Spencer Knight was excellent for them when he needed to be. So it could have been a way worse score. But I think that there's 2 games probably off the top of my head that I think were better than this game tonight. Okay, well, my first one would be the Dallas game.
Yeah.
The Dallas game is probably still number 1 best game of the season.
I will agree
the
with
second
that.
The second game that I'm thinking of is the game against the Edmonton Oilers. That was another great game.
I did not get to see that game, so that's why I wouldn't.
Yeah,
I was for that game.
Yeah,
remember? I think I was.
Yeah,
for
that
game, so
was
I didn't
that
see it.
was that was a game that was better than this game. Like I said, I'm not trying to be negative. This was a good win, but as for all the times that we talk about it, and this is why I talk about how Blues fans are, is you see this win and you're like, oh yeah, the Blues, they play great. Why can't we play like that every night? There's games where I've seen this team play even way better than what they did against Chicago. And Chicago is still a young team, so they're still growing. They're still going through some developing pains. But this was a good game, but it wasn't a Picasso in my mind. It was a good game, but it wasn't a Picasso. No game is going to be perfect. Like I said, there's only a few games off the top of my head that I can say are pretty picture perfect this year.
Yeah. No, I'm with you. This was a good game. I think the Dallas game was a better game. I didn't see the Edmonton game, so I can't really go there with you on that one.
I will say the one thing that I was talking about preferences wise, I know that people have been up and down on the goaltending, but I'm going to make a bold statement. You may not like it. People may not like it. You need to ride the hot hand, and Hofer is your hot hand. I'm sorry, Hofer is your hot hand.
I would agree with that.
So Hofer,
I think you need to ride him for a little bit. I do agree with that.
Yeah, he's a guy that is showing confidence. Not everything is perfect all the time, and it's not a knock on Jordan Binnington, but this is the time that, like, he's not going to be a number one. You don't have to make him your full-time starter or nothing like that. But Hofer, as of right now, needs to get the benefactor of the starts because he's shown it and he's proved it that he deserves those starts.
Yeah. Jason Nichols said, I said Hofer should play till we lose. And I kind of on board with that. You know, he's playing much. He's playing the way we thought he should have been playing from the beginning. Binnington, while his numbers don't show it, I don't think he's playing bad. I think that there's a lot of times there's some breakdowns in front of him. I think, and this might sound counterintuitive or counterproductive. I think the team actually trusts Binnington more than they do Hofer, so they're a little bit freer when it comes to the defense, and that might leave him hung out to dry more. And when Hofer's in net, they're playing a more intensive style of defense, trying to But again, they played a team game today. They did play a team game, and I will say that they needed to play a team game. We hadn't seen it. By the way, Utah is up 2-1 with 36 seconds to go in the second period. And if he's playing that well, let's let him ride. Let's see what happens against. You got the weekend. Let's see, let's see how they do over the weekend, and let's see what happens. And maybe we'll get somebody back. You never know.
You can't. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
But right now, I think that you've got to give him the opportunity to play, and you've also got to start letting guys out there. The guys that you brought up, give them the time. McGing ended up getting where is that at here? McGing, I got 8 minutes, 8:55 with 15 shifts, right? Sundqvist had 17 shifts, had 11:05 or 11:40. Dvorsky only had 13:08 and 21 shifts. You gotta let these guys play a little more. Luff, 9 minutes and 15 shifts. I think that they're here and you're overshifting some guys. So I want to see him get back. Fabry got 20 shifts in 13 minutes. So Shen, 22 shifts, 16 minutes. Thomas, 26 shifts, 21 minutes. Suter, 24 shifts, 16 minutes. I'm trying to stay here. Dvorsky, 21 shifts, 13 minutes. I'm trying to stay with the Buchnevich. 24 shifts, 20 minutes. So that's all I'm saying there.
And the Thomas line has been great, and it hasn't shown any signs of slowing down. It's been very good. It's been very consistent. For the home stretch of games here since Kyra's been hurt, especially, which is huge. Thomas, Buchnevich, and Neighbors, they're putting up some big numbers. Thomas especially. Thomas is playing defenseman minutes. as a forward. So you usually don't see that type of number until you get to like the playoffs or something like that. You don't see that type of number until you get to that type of situation. So they're really overshifting those guys. It's not hurting them in the long run. I do think that you could give those other guys a little bit longer of a leash, but I do understand why they're doing it. I really do think that those guys did score tonight. They were on the score sheet, but those guys aren't effective every night. And I will say it, like there's times where those guys will disappear. Fabry joining the team has been a beacon of light so far. He's had 2 great games since coming back. Hopefully he continues. He was very physical tonight. He had that great shift where he hit that guy into the bench and then he got a shot on that and almost scored. I mean, if you're looking at this, I think it comes down to the trust guy in a way. Like I was telling you, how you have so many guys out, so many roster guys out, that you have so many AHL guys down on one line that it's kind of hard to trust a line like that. And I get it. You have to give them a chance to fail to succeed in a way. But I understand why Montgomery's doing it, if that makes sense.
I get it, but it's, I do think in the long run it could hurt guys. Right now, the Olympic break does help some, but I would like to see, like I said, and I think you agree, that I'd like to see those guys get a little more time and give them a little bit longer leash. Serious question. Justin Scott, Guy Bensing, after the break, we gonna be loaded. This kid are playing for life. I don't completely understand what you're asking. Jason,
do you mean the team's going to be healthy? Is that what you're meaning?
If it is, possible playing for their playoff life, maybe. So I don't know. Hopefully that someone called Bennington a Karen, and I brushed over the comment. I just don't want to go there.
First off, Bennington, I get it. Bennington gets the hate, and he's always going to get the hate. But just to touch on it shortly, everybody has this perception that Bennington's, he's a crybaby, he's this, he's that, and it's a general consensus. But that's whatever. That's fine. I know it's coming from Chicago fans. I respect it. I get it. You're not supposed to like us. You're not supposed to like Jordan Bennington. But no fan really likes Jordan Bennington outside of Blues fans. But Jordan Bennington plays a heart on his sleeve, and Jordan Bennington hasn't really done anything. He hasn't done any antics in a couple years now. He's been very calm and tame. So if you actually watch the Blues games, the guy is very tame. He's matured like significantly. He's not the same guy. I mean, he's the same guy, but he's not the swinging his stick in front of Carlson's face kind of guy anymore. Yeah. He's maturing. So that's what I'll say about that. I will say, Guy, we play the Nashville Predators in the next game. I love Bennington, but Hofer gets the start against Nashville. I don't care. Bennington does not start against Nashville.
I would put Hofer in that. I really would. Well, man, that was a good show. We're just short of 3.5 hours. I think that's more than enough for me. Justin, I want to appreciate you and thank you for coming on. I know with your mom having surgery that you may not wanted to be here. I do appreciate you showing up. Thank you so much. Thank all of you for watching the show tonight. I really do appreciate it. I hope we keep our views up. I hope we keep you entertained. I hope you enjoy watching the show. We will probably be here Monday. I don't know yet. Watch on Sunday. We'll have Jordan Deacons here. Should be a good show. We'll learn what I'm hoping to learn from her is a little more about how the show's put together, how they put their show together. I'm going to ask her a little bit about that and what they do along those lines. And I'm going to spend today and tomorrow and Sunday watching some of her stuff on Facebook and try and get a little bit more understanding so I can ask better questions. I look forward to it. We'll have Matt with us, or not Matt. Yeah, Matt with us for the Rangers game, more than likely. I think he said he wanted to, right?
Yeah. I'll get in touch with him. I'll get in touch with him and see what he wants to do with that game. I want to say this before we kind of close everything out. There's still quite a bit of games, I think, left in December. If the Blues can turn it around before the start of the new year, I'm feeling a little bit more positive going into 2026. That's what I'll say.
We could. Let's hope so, man. Keith Hudgens, welcome, man. He said, good show. We appreciate you. Watch more, comment more, and don't forget to put a like on the show here and on YouTube. It really helps get us out there amongst the people. With that being said, there is only one way the Blue Note Fan Report ends. Justin, make it loud, make it proud. Let's hear it.
I think we got to ask the girls. Where are the girls at?
What are you wearing?
A Canadian tuxedo. And I'm a hockey player. Let's go Blues.
Let's go Blues.
Let's go Blues.
Yell for them.
Where the boys? Where they at?
Oh, boys!
Hawaii Blues fan, we're bleeding blue with you. Let's go Blues! Let's go Blues! Let's go Blues!
This is Guy, the Hawaii Blues fan, benching for
Justin Eagle Eye Scott.
Saying on the Blue Note Fan Report, we are always bleeding blue with you.
And as always, it's Let's Go Blues.
So this is the Blue Note Fan Report saying thank you, mahalo, and we will see you next time, Sunday, with a big-time interview and Jordan Deacons. Aloha.